Welcome. It's wonderful to be on Gino's spot.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. One drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino's shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
You know, there was an old Polish rabbi who was secretly loving the smell of bacon. He was always wanting to try the pork before he dies. But being an Orthodox Jew, he can't eat the pork in his community, so he go to the restaurant 50 miles away. On the menu is a dish called suckling pig. So he order it, and they bring it out on a beautiful tray with an apple in his mouth. Just as he is about to take his first bite, in walks Goldberg, the president of his congregation. Goldberg says, "Rabbi, what are you doing? What are you eating?" The rabbi replied, "Goldberg, can you believe this restaurant? I ordered a baked apple, and this is how they serve it to me."
Yeah, Gary, I don't know. It's like a competition for Gary every week to find some old archived footage of some rubbish I did at some stage. Oh, my word, that was a long joke. Hello, Carol Jacobs. Lovely to have you on board as well. Always the first to comment. That's right. Welcome to Gino's Spot, ladies and gentlemen. Wendy Tompkins Thompson. I'm here and keen and ready to watch. Yes, this evening is going to be very interesting indeed. Very interesting. Pig up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right, the pig's coming in to the studio. And I was glad it was a joke about the pig as well. We got that going as well. I see lots of people coming on saying, how's it? Michelle Telford, how's the gin going? How's the brewing? See, and it's some new faces here as well. Chucky, Susie, hello. What's all this then? I like that picture of that dog. That dog's got the same. Go back to Chucky, Susie there. Let's have a look at that dog. That dog's got like that accent. I think he's got that one, you know. Hello. If you put a bobby hat on that dog, I think he'll be great. We sort things out. Justin Lawrence is online. Hello, Justin Lawrence and Natasha Thompson. How's it indeed? Nice bucky, Justin. Nice bucky. Oh, man. Oh, Jason, DJG is online as well. Looking forward to this. That's right. It's going to be great. I mean, you know, I think it's turned into something quite exciting. I think we thought we've got to get Craig Hort on, and then we didn't realize that Craig Hort comes with his cohorts. It's like a gang. It's like a gang of DJs. Man, it's so fantastic. Where the guys have been sending me messages this last week. It's been like a message central coming through to the phones. Brian Wilkinson from the Boardwalk. How's it? How you doing? And Tanya Fushi all the way from Bushwinds River Mouth. Well, send in the comments. Bring on the comments because we're going to do our opening song soon. Thank you to our sponsors. We need to get our little sponsors on there as well. We need the one up here and the one down there. We've got Philippa on the tech tonight as well. So we're going to everything might not go according to plan. Gary's at the moment. I'm getting the finger at the moment. Gary's there we go, down the overlays there. There we go. Gary's got off at George. We actually have a gig this week. There we go. Look at that. Wah-ha! Welcome to our sponsors, Spa and the Fitcher Leads. It's like a little ball here. It's going to move this sort of, and of course Amubia, internet. Leroy Crossman. Hello, Leroy. Lovely to have you here today. We haven't seen you for a while, indeed. So yeah, we decided we're going to do the DJs to the DJs. Woo! The DJs, they're swarming in tonight. We got so thank you to Fish and Leeds, thank you to Spa, thank you to Amobia, and let's get our little song on the road. And of course we've got our punters here tonight as well. Thank you, Keith. We got a refresher. Hey. We got a refresher of some punters. Fantastic. So tell me what you're drinking, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me what you got in your glass. And then tell me where you're watching from. And, whoa. Here we go. All right. Woo. Let's take it down a little bit. Yeah. Wow. I thought we'd go with a bit of an 80s tune. Celebrate the DJs. Yeah, I think this was one of the songs that was played quite regularly back in the day. Yeah. Woo. All right, give me some comments to sing. There we go. Duncan Crisp, he's on, he says, I'm on, and Gino, Craig V, Ryan, Totty, you legend, and Sue Patterson says, hello Gino, and Nicky Hort is here, she's watching there from Craig's kitchen. I see you later, Lizzie Boehner. But now, hit me now. I see you later. Oh, Jason, DJ Aiken. It's evening, dunks. Are you pissed already? DJ Alan Fryer's there. Good call, Gino. Love your energy tonight. Dance underneath the radar. Mark Telford, Gino's water sport. They live underneath the radar. There's Jessica Chaplin too now. Richard Kleinsmith is here. Good evening from Dubai. Oh, it is better in Dubai than Dubai. Oh, when I am the doctor and Sean Paul's is one too. Looking forward to the DJs. Natalie Craddock with yo. We're watching from Josie stuck in bed with COVID. Oh, shit. Leroy Crossman flat out Gino. Thank you, Bo. Sonia Fisher. I see you later. Paul Mason is here as well. And see you later, Phil Fury. Craig Hort, you are a legend. I hope you be with your torch in your mouth. And you live underneath the radar. There's Joe and Cox. Hello from Jojo. They live underneath the radar. Michelle Budden Hoes. Hola Gino, how's the man like I do? Hey, and you all got a move too. Ha 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 ha. Jose Pereira, all the way from Krika. Indeed. Hey, down there. Cheryl and Bird and Miles. Move it. All right. Oh, Thelma G. Broadmore's, hello. Hello from Thelma, lovely. Where's Louise tonight? Are you having a couple of drinks as well? I hope you are. Indeed. Woo! I can see what it's going to be like tonight. It's going to be a jol. Hello, Ronaldo Schoenknecht. Yes, so Schoenknecht. And Richard Rettenbach. Is this a test for me to see what kind of surnames I can pronounce? Lay out some solid stuff when music was music. You're so right. It was so much better in the old days. That's what they all say, you know. Garth Armuk. You know, my son also says, you know, when he's into this Afro fusion stuff, and I don't. Dave Hort. Oh, hello, David the pig, indeed. All the way from London. Craig's pointing at your name here, so he knows these people are watching. Indeed. Hello, Gary Wicks. All the way from Norway. I don't know how they talk in Norway. I will have to look again at Vikings. Oh, Dion De Lange and Shane. Wow, lekker show. Of course it's a lekker show. Of course it is a nice show. It is here from Quebec. That is right. Lindy Tavener. Hello, Sonic Youth forever. Sonic Youth. We're going to be talking about all that stuff. And there's a pile of it. Let me tell you. We went into the history. Woohoo, there's a pile. But before we get there, we're going to go and join Darren Fuller, because we have What You Watching. How's it, Vaughan Robertson? Nice to see you as well. All right, so we're gonna let's have a look and see what Darren Fuller has to say, ladies and gentlemen, on what we call What You Watching. No, where are you, Darren? Where are you? She's not in the stream yet. No, she's not. Oh, there she is. There we go.
Hello.
Hello,
goes it?
Darren. Very nice. Very nice indeed. You're looking
I'm
good.
coming from Disneyland.
I see that. Wow, was it nice? Did you go down the slides?
I did not. I'm poor. I'm not. No.
I don't know if there
This
are
is-
if there are slides there.
This is just paying respect to the mouse with the most.
Oh, excellent. I love that. I love that. Well, Darren, let us know what you've been thinking this last week. What should we be watching?
Absolutely, I shall. So, just as an aside, I went to do my driver's license renewal this morning in Corson. Obviously, very exciting. I'm sure we're all very excited to go and do that. Incidentally, I was afeared of queues and being stuck in the traffic department for 8 hours. However, it was actually really quick. The only threat I found was almost being introduced to the Earth's mantle through a pothole, and also incidentally being attacked by seagulls. I know. You wouldn't think seagulls would attack you in Corson, but they did. It was like an Alfred Hitchcock film. Anyway, aside from that, guys, okay, so what I have been watching this last week. So I'm not going to be talking about this in particular, but there is an anime called My Hero Academia, and it is absolutely fantastic. It is so lovely. One day I will make you guys listen to everything about it. This is Bakugo. He's a character from it. This is Midoriya. He's the main character. There is All Might. He is almighty. He is the most courageous. And Todoroki. Nevertheless, it is such an absolutely lovely anime about this academy where students learn how to harness their powers and become heroes. And I'm actually here to talk about Invincible, which is on Prime at the moment. And it has almost absolutely nothing to do with that. Except it's about superheroes, except I don't think this is a spoiler in saying the gore factor is it's challenging Tarantino. Anyway, so guys, we started watching Invincible this a couple of days ago. It's on Prime. Guys, I don't even know what to say. Okay, so Invincible is also, it's a superhero animated series. It's about a kid whose father is a superhero, and he's really frustrated because his powers haven't set in yet, and he's just a high school student, and he's dealing with high school life, you know, normal high school things, liking girls, etc. And it starts off with his powers, he gets his powers, and it's all like, ooh, okay, superhero. Guys, from there on, I don't know, just gore. But it's amazing. If you're cool with gore, it is a fantastic series. We just shot through it. It is such a good show. It was amazing. It's got so many superheroes in it, and every character is like a mild ripoff of an actual superhero. Like there's almost like a Batman, and there's a Jean Grey and a Wolverine. It's really, really good, and you cannot believe the celebrity voices. Almost everyone has a spot in this show. It is fantastic. So please do watch that. I will make you watch My Hero Academia at some point, but not now. Okay, so aside from that, over the weekend, I know this is an old film, and like I usually bring up, I'll watch an older film and just realize how fantastic it is. And it is on Netflix at the moment, and you should watch it. It's called Sleepers. I think it's like about 1996-ish, but it's such a good film. It's quite long. It's over 2 hours, but it's a who's who of everyone who was famous in the 90s is in it, and everyone who is famous now was in that film. It's Brad Pitt, it's Jason Patric, it's Robert De Niro, it's Billy Crudup. It's such a good film. In any case, okay, so the premise of Sleepers is 4 friends that grew up on the wrong side of town, but you know, they had a fairly good childhood. They got along together. They went to their church. They were basically good boys, and there was a prank that they pulled that went awry, and they end up going to a detention center for young men, and their experiences there kind of set their whole lives in the wrong direction. And then basically as adults, you see them with their revenge arc. It's really, really fantastic. The acting is amazing. Kevin Bacon is, well, you'll know if you watch it. Really good. The Dating Coach. Guys, I watched this movie on Prime as well. It's adorable. It's so cute. It's a rom-com about this really geeky guy who has no social skills, but of course he's secretly good looking, just has to take off the glasses. It's very She's All That, except he really is pretty awkward. So the acting is actually very good. And he ends up meeting this girl that he had a crush on in high school, and she starts giving him dating advice so that he can get the guts to ask out the girl of his dreams, but who really is the girl of his dreams. It's so cute, guys. It's really adorable. I'm embarrassed to admit it. I've actually watched it twice this week. It's very, very cute. It's got Eric Mabius in it. Mabius, who was Daniel Meade in Ugly Betty. I'm sure you've watched Ugly Betty. If you haven't, go watch Ugly Betty. Then, aside from new things, Seventh Son is also on Netflix, which has Ben Barnes, who was the lead character in Shadow and Bone of recently on Netflix. He is just fantastic. So Seventh Son is a fantasy, dragons, dueling. It's a really good film. And myself personally, I always like a really good disaster flick. I mean, not because I want to see people melted or anything, but I just really like volcanoes. I don't know why. I mean, I don't want to be near one, but I'd like to visit Pompeii at the right time. So Dante's Peak started again on Sunday, which is a fantastic film. Pierce Brosnan in his golden years, and Linda Hamilton, really good. And then aside from that, this Friday, guys, Army of the Dead is coming to Netflix. It looks amazing. It looks so good. It's a post-apocalyptic zombie future where these basically all the zombies live in Vegas, and this team of people have been called upon to rob this bank in amidst the zombies. So it looks really good. Amazing actors. There's some kind of tiger in it. It looks really great. So guys, that's coming on Friday. Watch it. That is my advice for the week. I'm sure I'll have more things. Maybe I'll do Disney next week. I'll sing some Frozen for you guys. Oh dear, I can't hear you. Just in case you're wondering why I'm looking at you weirdly.
Oh dear, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Oh yeah, good.
These ears you'd think I could hear.
I'm sorry. Yes, you would. I'm glad that you mentioned Kevin Bacon, because Craig is known as the pig in the circle. So we've had a couple of Bacon references already tonight.
Oh yes, I'm aware. It's so funny.
I know. Okay, all right, but thank you very much. We'll see you next week, Derry. We love you. Wow, she was going. Philippa's quite quick on the trigger, All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's just about time to get on our guest. How's it, Dave, Justin? Yeah, there we go. Look at all these guys talking to each other in the comments as well. Do that. I like that when you talk to each other in the comments. It's quite cool. And I see lots of people. Even there's other Horts here as well. But we're gonna get our guests on as soon as possible because we've got lots to talk about. So let's have a little bit of an introduction brought to you by a friend, Larkin. Let's have a.
Mr. Hort, how are you doing? Pete here, and the cat. 3 words that come to mind describing Enjoy Productions and Craig in general would be humility, professionalism, and reliability. Any time of the day you could phone Craig and he can help you out with regards to speakers, bassements, advice. And not only that, I met Craig when I was about 18, 19 years old in Matric, going to Cadillac Jacks. There was this club full of 40,000 speakers in these bass bins everywhere, and I was like, who is this guy? Why does this sound so good? And I go there every week and try and learn from him. As a youngster over the years, obviously got to know Craig better and ended up using his services for my own productions as I grew in the industry and worked with others. But when it comes to reliability and professionalism for your audio-visual needs, without a doubt, I definitely give Enjoy Productions a call. It's hard to find guys like Craig in the industry.
And there we go. A lovely introduction to Craig Hort.
Good evening.
Pete Larkin. I think he's in Cape Town.
Yeah, boy, that's right.
In
yeah.
Cape Town. Last time I saw him, he was on that strip, that Clifton story there. He's up with a hobnobbing with the hobnob, sir.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Cafe Caprice.
That's it. Cafe Caprice. I quite like that. Hello, there's David Martin saying hello.
Good evening, Dave.
Indeed. And there's a pile of people. Hello from us in Lorraine. Davina, lovely in Lorraine. All the way from Lorraine. We're all the way down in Warmer, It's about a 6-day trip. Dion van der Bijl de Lange says how's it? Do you know these guys? Do you know these people who are watching here? Richard Rittenbacher.
There's a long history here, dude.
From Germany, eh? It's from Germany. Or Alphaville, Nina Falco, that's Germany. that's Germany for you.
Welcome, guys.
En waar is die vuil coke? Ja, ons het 'n bietjie luister Dion, ons het 'n bietjie moves hierso. I don't know, what is yours, like
It's a little vodka.
Vodka with a
vodka.
with a it's supposed to be a club soda or something, but it's been vodkaized. Legendary times with Uncle Craig, says Jennifer Schultz. Uncle Craig, you get to that age.
Oom.
Is jy Oom Craig?
Hello, Oom.
Oom Craig.
I hope not.
Oh, my soul. And Liz Hort, is that family of yours?
Correct, up in Belito.
Belito. That's Durban way, eh? So lovely. Dad Drew. And what's that on your head? I don't know what's that on my head. I don't know which one. Maybe it was an earlier. Oh, it was Darren. Must have been Darren's head. Yes. Gordon Kotzer. How's it, Pig and Piglet? I'm Piglet now. I must be. Gino, how's it, Lizette? How lovely to see you on Alistair Dyer. Hello, Piggy.
Howdy, Ellie.
Ellie. Who's Ellie now?
Ellie Dyer.
Yes, and is she or he?
No, it's a he.
Alistair. It's Alistair.
Alistair.
Alistair Dyer, indeed. And he's got a bike. I see that. And Gordon Kotzer says, boom. Boom, that's right. All right, DJ Atkins on as well. I see these DJs are all over the place, and you hooked up with so many of these guys because you're into sound. Yeah.
Into sound, yeah, but also the history goes way back.
Yeah. I mean, let's go. Let's start at the beginning. Let's hook straight into the history, yeah. Because, I mean, where were you born? Were you born here in PE?
Born in Joburg.
Joburg. That explains a lot of your attitude, doesn't it?
many years ago. My old man was a guitarist.
Okay.
In a band, and so from the early days,
yeah.
I can remember being in the pram,
yes,
and listening to the likes of Led Zeppelin.
There's it.
The Shadows.
Okay, so
Rolling Stones, the Beatles.
So obviously it's like late 60s, early 70s kind of guy, your dad.
It was like this. I was subliminally programmed.
Yeah. You wonder about that thing because like when Philippa was pregnant, we did the earphones on the belly. Yeah, I don't know if that actually works. I don't know.
Not sure about that.
When you're in the womb, then you listen. The baby listens to it.
Apparently, you can hear the tunes.
Yeah, I think so. And maybe it has some sort of effect on you as you grow through those little formative years, from a blimp through to something that's actually human. Lindy Tavner, how's it from Cape Town? Hello, Lindy. Lovely, man. And I see it's a Bronwyn Horn, bringing back so many memories with Craig, Shano, and Dunks. Indeed. I mean, so Joburg. Did your dad move down here, or did?
Then we moved to PE, yeah.
Okay. Work-wise, so obviously work changed.
Yeah. And the music for him was a sideline.
Okay.
But
what was he doing?
Worked with Sales House and Edgar's, and
okay.
So it was basically retail and doing the band thing on the side, and
clothes and fashion and
there
stuff.
we go.
Excellent. Okay. And then you started school here then, obviously.
I went to Grey.
Okay.
Went to Grey Junior and then progressed to Grey High.
Okay, so right the way through, Grey boy, right the way through, eh? No secret handshake.
Did start at Sydenham before that.
Ah, Nam. Here we go. Sydenham, no, I'll tell you what, the principal, is it still Teach? The principal there was the teacher, Teach was the principal of Sydenham, wasn't he? Or Parsons Hill or something like that. No, it was after Craig was there, but Teach, the biking guy. Somebody tell me. Yes, Mr. Sadler. Yeah, that's his name. Philip is telling me, it's Mr. Sadler. He's the biking guy. He's got all his Z1100s or whatever, Z1300s or whatever. Julian Blow, hello from the Blows. There. I don't know what that sign is there. Is that some sort of lighthouse? Craig Seal.
How's it, Craig?
Craig Seal, is that the surfer?
It's a paddle
skier, world champ paddle skier, Craig Seal.
Yeah.
I remember that from my early days as well. Absolutely. And some people sweating bullets here. Don't mention bananas. We were all underage. You're right. Well, there were a lot of us. They were underage, but like club bananas. I unfortunately wasn't, which just shows how old I am. I was underage in other places. Okay. Okay. So Grey High School. Harder Bispings. Teachers at Pearson. Is he at Pearson? Oh, he's obviously moved on then, teacher. Nice. That bike will take him many places. I was deputy at Sydenham. I told you. Thank you, Barbara Manor. I'm glad you could tell me that sometimes I do get things right. Principal at Parsons Hill and deputy there, but he's always on his bike. Vernon Kitchen. Hi guys, how's it, Vernon? And so it's a Grey. I mean, I've had a couple of shows with some of the teachers from Grey as well. Stapes was on a little while ago as well, and we've had Tomo and the guys. There's a culture of musos and music coming out of Grey as well. Were you ever interested in music? I mean, did you ever play an instrument as well?
Tried to play guitar, which never went very well.
Okay.
Then decided I was going to be a drummer.
Oh, well, there's a drum kit right here.
I'm not going to embarrass myself that badly. Was always way too stupid to be a music student. Okay. So I used to sneak into the music department. And go practice the kit.
Oh, nice. I mean, that's the way to do it. I mean,
it was fun.
Especially if you want to do it. Like if you want to get involved in music or you want to do something, it doesn't matter what stands in your way. You're going to try and find a way in.
No, we did.
I mean, I don't know your age at the moment. When did you matriculate? When was your matric year?
Well, I could have been eligible for 3.
Okay. Nice. Because it could have been any of those 3. No, but I mean, how old are you now?
I'm 51 now.
51. So you are exactly the same age as I am now. Well, you're one year older.
Just one.
Yeah, so you were 69, baby.
70.
Were you 70 as well? Oh, no, I'm also 70. But you were early in the year. Okay.
March.
He's March. I said it exactly the same. It would have been 88 matric guys. So Hagen Engler would have been there.
Yes.
Mark Wiseman. I know. There's a pile of guys. It was Barry Pinnock and those guys that were with you there.
Yeah.
And Gavin Loon.
Yes.
Gavin Loon. Somebody tag Gavin Loon. I mean, that was a good years for music. I mean, that whole. Did you find that you got into music from? Was it junior school or high school?
Basically, jeepers. I mean, I was even sort of like early days of junior school. Really? I was already into music and connecting speakers and amplifiers.
Okay, so you like that side of it.
And downloading the top 40 on your tape.
Yes.
Trying to miss the DJ's voice.
Pushing the tape. I know. Wasn't that the thing? You had mixed tapes.
Yeah.
And you tape and you wait for the DJ to stop talking and then push, okay, and get it. But those tapes are so cool because you got used to the order of those songs. It's like an album. I love the fact that you got used to the order of the song, so you heard a song finish and you knew what was coming next, and you were like, You could every time it's certain songs. I don't know the same with you, but there's certain songs at the end, and then you imagine another song coming in.
Yes.
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when you started really young, I mean, I know I probably started 1 or 2, you know, which at grade 3 or 4, really listening to music. And what was your first album that you ever bought with your own money?
Sure. That's a bit of a tough one.
Yeah. I know you bought lots of records.
I can tell you what the first single was.
Oh, yeah.
The first single was Ballyhoo, Man on the Moon.
Oh, wow. Yes.
I think the first album was obviously a compilation. I think it was like a pop shop type
Pop
story,
Shop
but
10.
something like that.
I got Pop Shop 10. I got Pop Shop. They had Brass in Pocket. They had that funny Space Invaders song. Matchbox, Buzz Buzz Diddle. There's some great songs. The Pop Shop was the compilation album. I think before those Pop Shop albums came out, it was always the Springbok Hits albums because we couldn't get the music in.
I've still got those.
Yeah, you still got those. Still got the Springbok Hits as well.
There we go.
So those compilation albums, and it's funny you said Man on the Moon because I remember seeing Man on the Moon in the shop, and it was I had a choice. I could either buy that or Dolly Parton's 9 to 5. And 9 to 5 was doing better on the charts at that time. And I thought, I'm getting 9 to 5. I should have so got Ballyhoo. You got it. You got my one, you bastard.
Still got it.
You keep all this stuff?
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Hoarder.
I am a hoarder of music.
Okay, of music.
And my wife will tell me everything else as well. Sorry about it.
Okay. So I mean, you obviously started playing music. So because you were into music, I don't know if it was the same as me, where there was a party, I would bring all my records because you bought records.
Yeah.
Is that what got you into it?
Well, we started with the freaking tapes.
Okay.
The tapes.
Play
And the
tapes
pain
on the
of,
radio.
they talk about the pain of the past.
Yes.
DJs. I mean, rewinding tapes to find the right song for.
So.
No pressure.
Yeah, no hectic. And getting through to that, you see, eventually they had those things where you could forward one and listen to when the gaps were. So
Here we go.
and then you stop where the gap was.
And then you were cutting edge.
Yeah, that was like, hey, you knew how to fast forward a tape. At least with the records, you could choose your track.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? If you think about it.
Yeah. I'm glad the tape thing wasn't sort of like a major part of our. We kind of moved out of that fairly quickly to the vinyl.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. But so at Grey already you were starting to DJ.
We started. We used to have garage parties.
Yes, weren't they the best?
And they were the best.
Yeah, fantastic.
Somebody's garage over the weekend, the grey guys and the collegiate girls, and then the VP guys arrive, and then there's chaos.
The VP guys, that's us, by the way. DJ says the variety and diversity of people here is phenomenal. A feather in your cap, big. Absolutely, I see there. I saw Vanessa online as well. There, Vanessa saying hello, Vanessa, and Jonathan Miller. My goodness, Johnny Miller. Of course, I've played with Johnny many times. He's got a voice on him. You got a set of pipes. You got there, Johnny Miller. Morne van der Nest as well. DJ, is that right? In fact, while we're busy here, we've got some messages, and I'm gonna hook up one. I think Morne van der Nest is in one as one of the messages there. Let's have a look at.
It was more on the security side.
There we go. Let's have a look.
Mr. Craig Hort. What is there not to say about him? If there was a party and Craig was involved, you knew the sound was of the best. His technical ability and his way to mingle with people and to be a DJ, he made the parties. He was the life of the parties. He did everything in his power or in his ability to make sure that you had a good time. Anything from the club scene, from Einstein's days through to Toby Joe's, Redemption, Bourbon Street, Toby Joe's, all the way up to weddings that I attended with him. weddings that I was privileged to be there where he was a part of, you left that party that wedding like it was an all-night party. What a legend, and I support him 100%. Would love to actually have one more last party with a man like that. So yeah, go Craig.
Classic. Mornay.
Yeah, Morn needs to head up the security of a lot of the venues and that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a job. That's quite a job.
Yes.
Mornay, quite a large chap.
Yes. No. Sort a problem out quick.
Takes no cock. Okay, excellent, man. See Garth O'Mook saying, hello, Mr. Hort. Where's Garth? Where do you know Garth from? He looks like he's DJing there.
Yes, no, that's the later clubbing days.
Oh, later clubs.
clubbing
Because
days.
there's sections of the clubs, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, at school it was just garage parties. I mean,
Look, we had
Sonic Youth already there
yes,
back then.
we started with myself and Duncan Crisp.
Dunks, of course, Duncan.
Red Thompson.
Yes, Rhett.
Craig
Vanessa
Williams
was online
and,
there.
yeah.
I presume that's Rhett and Vanessa together there on the comments. As
I'm
well.
not sure if they have a shared account.
Oh, I don't know, because here we go. She's saying, hey guys, hello Vanessa, lovely profile picture, looking very nice.
And then of course the fifth member was Johnny Callahan, who's no longer with us, but yeah.
She was Johnny Callahan, yeah. There were a couple of Callahans, if I remember. Rob as well, was it Rob? A couple of Callahans from Grey.
No, there's Anne Callahan, who was Johnny's sister.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I thought it was maybe it's a cousin or something. I don't know. I can't
And there's
remember.
Dave Callahan, the cricketer.
Yes, of course. I know Dave. Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
So that's the
Yes, the tie-in.
Yeah.
No, so I mean, Sonic, did you were actually playing and you decided to work together then, or what?
We did. We were doing parties and sort of like a little thing here, take a small thing here, a small thing there. And at that stage, there was a sort of the big highlight was Zen and Disco.
Oh, right.
Which was at the Kemsley Park Tennis Club. So we were around there once or twice and checked this out and thought,
Yeah.
and the butt bit, and we were in.
Wow.
Flat out.
Zenon, I remember, was it spelled with a Z or an X?
With an X.
Yes.
Xenon.
Zenon, I totally remember that. I wonder who that was. That was running that. Because
I think it was a Martin, was it?
I don't know.
Steve Martin? Something like that.
No. It's Shane Barnes. Horty, can you plug our phone in? We want to play a tune. Can you plug my phone in? I want to play a tune.
No requests.
They're having a good laugh, those two. I can see. Digby and Craig O. Digby was at Clarendon with me. He must have been at Grey with you. At the time we did another wedding together, you smashing our flash. That's right. Oh, he's a photographer, of course.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, quite a few weddings in Salvilio we had on the show a little while ago.
Yes.
Did weddings as well. So many weddings.
Done lots of weddings with them. Yeah.
Yeah. And so Sonic Youth was born then.
So we started Sonic Youth then at school, and then we went from there with Heatherbank parties.
Yes. But I mean, did you actually sit and think about it? Because it's obviously you guys were entrepreneurial. That's what you were thinking. You were thinking, I can make a quick bit of money here, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we enjoy the music. So it's all the vibe. It's like being a rock star, I suppose. When you're at school, to have this stuff going on. And I mean, I remember. Duncan, we'll ask him just now because I'm going to get Duncan on. I know he's chomping at the bit to come on just now, but we'll get him on just now. You used to wear the hat and the stuff. Did you actually take like a decision to have a look or a form it like that or not?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just everybody being their own personality, and some of us in for the cash, others in for the love, others in for the party, some in for the chicks.
The girls. Lisa Skippers, Shane Barnes. Lizette Gross Howell says hello. Oh, she's tagging. Good. Tag people, guys. Oh, this is also another thing. Please share, tag,
Get the Oaks in. We want everybody. I want every people that haven't seen Craig for 100 years. I want them to put up some comments, please, and put a story in as well. If
Happy
you've got a
with
story.
30.
No, happy with 30. Oh my word! And so like I say, forming it's a little business. I mean, it must have taught you at an early time to get a business going. You know.
Yeah, it was
entrepreneurial skills.
Yeah. But the music industry, as you know, is not as rewarding as it should be.
You know, it can be tougher than one thinks.
Yes. So mostly, the cash was great, and I think it was more about the music and the love of the whole vibe, and the entertainment, the friends, creating something for people.
I mean, you certainly create a network by doing this stuff. I mean, it's amazing. Because you guys are always, that's one thing that I find as well is when you're doing show, we're always at the party. We are always at the freaking party. It's like you have to pace yourself as well. I mean, you guys must have nearly killed yourself in those early days with the dope and the stuff.
Many times. There's a bit of a legendary story about. We'll keep the name out of it. One of the Sonic Youth members.
Yes.
We had a function. I don't recall what the function was, but it was a big one, and we went hard. And we had to, at the end of the night, take this certain person and get them home. But obviously, you don't want the parents to know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we thought the best bet was to take this person to my house.
Yeah.
So we put him in the back of...
Oh, the boot. Oh, this is
my mom's escort.
This is the boot story.
This is the boot
story.
story.
Wait. Hang on a minute right there, because if we go to the videos, we got a special person to tell this story. Let's have a look. It's going to be Craig. There we go. Let's hit it.
G'day, this is a message. My name's Craig Williams, friend of Craig Hort, Duncan Crisp, Johnny Callan, Red Thompson, all the famous Sonic Youth boys. I think the funniest story we got, obviously you chaps have heard this before, the Friday night, I think it was after a Alsatian club or something, one of our fellow members of Sonic Youth decided he needed a bit of a sleep, a bit of a nap, so he dived into the back of Diane Hort's Ford Cortina, I think it was, and we forgot to mention to Mrs. Hort that there was a guest in the boot of the car. Now you can imagine the surprise she got when she came back from shopping in Woolworths and opened the boot, and I'm sure she must have dropped the shopping bags right then and there, because there was one bewildered looking member of Sonic Youth just woken up, probably a little bit rough. Anyway, Craigus, all the best, and chat to you soon. Ciao.
That is so funny.
Awesome chip shot for that.
Oh man, all the way from Australia, and he still sounds like a bloody Albany farmer. Unbelievable.
No, he's in the UK.
He's in the UK. I didn't realise that. He's still got his Albany accent.
Crossover.
Sounds like he's come straight from Salem, but Gordon Kotzer Epic, is that still the same haircut that Thompson gave you at 6 a.m. at Stein's? Cut it so short it never grew back.
Probably about right.
I think that actually Rhett sent a little story about that, chasing you around trying to cut your hair, or the pig as well. I think also trying to give the pig a haircut at Einsteins. But we're still not there yet. We're still talking about the garage parties, about the Jules then, and that was building to getting some clubs together, I suppose. And some,
it was. But before we get off that, we had a little get together. On Duncan's birthday. Okay, and all the Sonic Youth members, other than Johnny, who was not there. Yes. And so we had these lovely shirts made.
Just Sonic.
That's it.
No more youth. Just Sonic, baby. Oh, that's lovely. Sonic Youth for me was Kenton. It was the first. That wasn't the first time I'd seen you. I think you'd been doing a couple of gigs. I even saw you at a party here in Walmer a few times, and but Kenton Hotel was hectic.
The hotel.
The hotel.
The hotel.
Sonic Youth at Pep's place at Kenton. Hotel. Hotel. That's right. And the hotel, man. that's the way they talk. They get that tea going there.
And then the park after park.
Park there afterwards, eh? But that's how they talk. The Kenton Hotel, huh? It's the T with the H in the hidden H somewhere in there. Fantastic. Tanya's actually out there at Bushman's, I think, as far as I know.
She wants a t-shirt.
Yes. So I want that t-shirt, she says. There's only a few available, Tanya. And so, okay, so, I mean, and Sonic Youth really, you guys formed like a team, 2 teams. 3 teams.
Yeah, there were 2 units.
Units.
Yeah,
so that's working at it.
And we got into, obviously doing the collegiate socials and progressed from the dodgy garage parties and the Alsatian club and stuff like that. And so actually it became slightly more acceptable.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing, and starting with those smaller parties and then just building it, and then obviously getting more and more people asking for DJs.
Yeah, it just grew slightly. I mean, we started in the beginning with almost literally less than the bare essentials.
Yeah.
I
see it says here a set of Vox 30 watt guitar amps. So did you have 30 watt guitar amps?
No, I stole my old man's Vox AC30.
AC30. That is a crime! I hope you still got it.
Only used it for 2 parties and returned it.
Okay, returned it again. The AC30 is just the classic guitar amp.
We didn't break it, we didn't blow it.
Man, it is beautiful. Has he still got that amp?
It's lying around somewhere, yeah.
Let me tell you, that is a beautiful amp. It is a beautiful amp. The AC30 was the Beatles, Stones, I mean, it's Queen, or whatever. They're all using that amp. Beautiful. Okay, so using this, because let me tell you, these guys, I got a hold of Craig, okay, and I said, Craig, I want you on the show. Come on, do the show. So I thought, well, let me phone Duncan because he knows Craig as well, and we can get some maybe a bit of info that we can do a little bit of drop-ins here and there. And let me tell you, from there, this fire happened. And I've had, my phone has been red hot the entire week because Duncan has been so bloody excited. These guys had a get together at Duncan's place 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago. I was invited, but I couldn't get there because I was in East London on Saturday. And they had a whiteboard. Now I think I've actually got a picture of that whiteboard. Go up a little bit there, Philip, and let me see if I can. There's a picture of the notes there at the bottom. There we go. Check us out. They've got all the anyone. We can look at them all. There we go. There's your whiteboard. That's a mess. That's all the information. They decided to go through the history of everything on the drunken whiteboard. Look at that.
It was a great evening.
My God, but I'm glad I gave you a good chance to get together and get... Look at how untidy the writing is at the end of the night. It's like dyslexia 101. There we go. What's that? There's you having a bit of a go.
That was Dunk's party.
Dunk's party.
Yeah,
very nice. Look at those wires all over the place there. Very nice. And there's another little DJ move there.
This actually takes me back to the early days as well.
Yeah.
This is back to the cave.
Oh, the cave. Oh, let's have a look at that photo again.
Old Storm and Norman.
Yes.
And DJ Mike.
DJ Mike, indeed.
And those were so all those were tricks.
Yeah.
That used to ship out.
Amazing. Cave Rock was insane. What is that next to? Is that a dog or is that a hare or is that what? I can't make that out.
On the very left.
Yeah.
looks like a crazy chick.
I don't know who it is. But we've actually got a little message here from DJ Mike. If we go down there, Phil, you can find one there. I think there's a nice little message. Put your earphones in there, Craig. Let's have a listen to what he says.
Hi all. DJ Mike, owner and DJ at the Cave for 16 years from 1989, and I'm sure I've met most of you. Craig and the gang, the Sonic Youth crowd, all used to come down to the cave often. Originally Formosa, but we finally took over, and we've been many years where you guys often travel to Plett, and lots of entertaining times, too many to tell. So I've known Craig for a good 30 years. I've bought equipment from Craig. I still have a Yamaha amp, a P4000. I've had it for over 20 years. It's never given me one day of trouble. It's traveled all over the country. I've also been in the wedding industry for a good 25 years. And I play all over South Africa, and many places I go, Craig's name has popped up. I've met many brides that I've done their weddings, and Craig's done their sister weddings. There's been many good times over the years, and I've been lucky to have lots of fun with Craig and lots of laughs. That was the main thing. We've had a lot of laughs, I'll tell you. Anyway, all the best, Craig, from DJ Mike in Plett, and I'm sure we're going to have many more years of good fun. Cheers, mate.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Mike.
She was, and Cave Rock and Formosa were
Proper.
incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Crazy times.
I remember when, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, I think I was at Plett just about every year in those years, and both of those venues would just pump. Absolutely pump.
I remember the Forms pool parties, and then
Yeah, we do. We did. We as a band, we did with Duck one year. We did the Rolling Stones thing there, I think.
Okay.
We did the Stones party there, and we got the gig for the afternoon. It was like, what kind of gig is that? You play at the pool from 1 until 3 in the afternoon, where it's just full of people like tanning in the sun, and you just drinking and you're playing, jamming. We got paid. We actually got paid for it.
Awesome.
And so after school, did you go and do a couple of clubs like that sort of thing as well? Did you also do a couple of Plett rages and stuff too? Was it Kenton mainly?
No. We did a couple of Kentons and kind of thing. Then also tried to do a bit of studying.
Oh right. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
After school.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what did you study? What did you do? Try to study?
Didn't go that well.
No, it does. When you're making money elsewhere, it seems pointless. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like you're following a path that maybe is not going to be. You just know it's not going to end up in a good place.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I did. I left Grey. Overstayed my welcome there.
Yeah.
I went on to Hill, matriculated at Hill, and then went into a bit of. I wanted to do architecture, but my marks weren't good enough.
Yeah.
So went into building management.
Okay.
And at that stage, we had started running a club called Manhattan.
Wow. Okay.
This is the Sonic Youthers.
Yes.
Originally a place called Razzmatazz, owned by Winston.
Winston. Razzmatazz.
You know Winston well.
I know him well. Sax player, yes. I bought my
Top.
first drum kit from Winston. Yeah, while he was still working at the first pop shop. Because he's worked at most of the music shops. As well. Okay. So Razzmatazz was Manhattan's. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. That must have been 1989 or 90.
Now you're asking me.
Yeah, I think it was because
I need my date sheet.
We've got a date sheet here. It's funny enough that Duncan's given us a date sheet as well. Duncan's backstage waiting to come on. I'm gonna bring you on now, Duncan. Don't worry. But I'm looking at your fact sheet. It's very, very well set out. But towards the end, it gets very. It doesn't make sense a lot of the time.
May have been late.
Yeah, it's. I can't. Can you see close? If you give me this camera, there we go. Look at that. It's very. It's like a timeline story here. It says 84, Craig Hort, Craig Williams, John Kenner and Brett Thompson, and they go to Zenon. We mentioned that. The DJ Bug Bites says here 84, all parents' high fives are borrowed.
Hijacked.
I like that.
If you had a 100-watt amp, you were a champion.
Absolutely. Pop Shop in Westbourne Road is the new hangout. And you see, this is that's probably like 87, 88, 89, I think, probably around there.
where
I would
first
say
saw you.
87, 88. Yeah.
And I met you guys there when you were coming in to buy speakers and stuff.
Yes.
And it was always the PV speakers, the Black Widows, Scorpions.
Yes.
Those are the ones, those big subs. And you'd bring them in, and then the next weekend you'd be in again and it'd be blown.
We need more.
Yeah, we need to get this recoiled. Recoiled. You know, I mean, so you were making enough then, but you were pumping money back into your equipment already. Were you the equipment guy? Craig Williams, were you?
It was kind of a shared task.
Yeah.
But I think, no, Duncan, myself.
Yeah.
So we all did our part.
Yeah.
Duncan always good on his woodwork side.
Okay.
I was not too bad with my wiring.
Okay.
And when the cables got broken, we used to fix them on the spot.
Okay.
It was labelled a Hort connection.
Right. Excellent. I like that. I mean, you learn stuff then, mate, because you know what's going wrong, you know. Mr. Cock-up is always just around the corner.
No, but you learn more when you get shocked now and then.
Yes.
Quicker learning process.
Okay. Jesus.
Process.
Yeah. Like you're talking about those amps. I mean, those amps have got massive transformers on them.
Yeah.
It must have been hectic. You've been shot badly.
Never strip a wire.
Oh, jeez. Oh, strip a wire while it's plugged
When it's
into
live.
the wall.
No.
When it's plugged into the wall, Craig.
No.
No.
Your toothache for a few days.
Lordy.
Learn from your mistakes.
Oh, no. Miles Wilson saying, how's it? Remember those days at PE Tech?
I do. That's when I was trying to learn my building.
Okay.
But then we were running Manhattan like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Wow. Okay.
So we'd go sort of, and at that stage, I mean, we'd run until whenever you wanted. Literally lock up, go home, have a shower, have a cup of coffee, and go to lectures.
The last person to leave every single night. Gee whiz. There's Wayne Cecil saying Black Widow SP1 125 or toner. And 100 watt MOSFET amps. No wonder you blew that Black Widow. That's 100 watt.
Build our own stuff back in the day. Yeah.
Oh my word. You need some headroom on those amps.
Yeah, no, there was none.
No, there wasn't.
It was flat out, finished.
Flat, like square wave.
Square wave, there you go.
My soul. No, I remember the DJs coming in. Alan and Sean. Somebody please tag Sean Gous or Alan Godwin in this, because they were always involved in that.
Always legends.
Yeah, for
legends.
Sure. And Alan's still running Offbeat.
Yes, yeah. No, I see him regularly.
Yeah, I'm still in.
Yeah.
First house party was 85, he said, using hired records. Did you get from Michael's record bar or something? Or the record library?
They would have killed us, imagine.
I don't know. The record library, I don't think it had that sort of stuff. Though.
Yeah, I think we got some records from, was it? Because we had, around the corner from you guys was Paul Pettit's shop.
Yeah?
Rockefellers.
Oh.
And they used to sell like some more disco kind of stuff.
Paul Pettit.
Yeah,
was he the guy from Hill College?
No, it's his brother. His brother, Rodney, I think.
Oh, Rodney Pettit.
Yeah.
Rodney Pettit was Hill College. Okay, so his brother. It must have been that same building. There's a similar building then.
Net om die draai.
Oh, net om die draai. So Cape Road, just off Westbourne, Lower Dickens, Upper Dickens.
It's kind of it's kind of like I think there's that little shop next door. It's been there for forever. Little coin shop and whatever.
Yes.
There's a hairdresser. That's used to be right next to KFC.
Oh, right. Lovely. And Bob Gingle's Bluesway Record Library. That's the one. Bluesway we used to hire out records and then used to tape them and then take them back again. The bastards.
How they ever made money, I'm not sure.
I don't. Well, they were getting lots of people to tape their records. I think that's how they made their money. I think there was a guy. What was his name? Les Smithers. Shan White, in fact, is his daughter. She's still around. I don't know if Les is in Cape Town or where he is, but he used to run Bluesway Record Library. How do you get record libraries? Eh? I mean, now you just download.
Crazy. Bluesway Hideout vinyl back then. Okay. All right. Yeah, they did. I remember that. And everybody used to get the vinyl out, and then all the friends used to tape it while it was out there.
And the next person to take it out.
You used to have to check if the make sure you got it when it was early, for when it was still new.
Good, yeah. Good quality new release.
Yazoo at Manhattan's. Was that the vibe? What was the playlist at Manhattan's?
Jeepers, Manhattan.
Maybe in late 80s, probably a bit of U2, a bit of...
It was nice in that we could actually play it was a mixture. We could play, it was a little bit alternative, which we used to play a bit later. Yeah. Beginning of the night would be sort of like the commercial vibe. We'd then go into a bit more of the dancey stuff. Okay. A couple of dance remixes.
So a proper plan, eh?
Proper plan, and then later on we'd go into the I'm trying to think now we used to play like the Cure, the Fix.
Okay, so a bit alternative stuff.
Yeah, slightly more alternative, and then call it a night and actually go home.
Okay. Because
we hoped.
Those goths were always the last ones to leave. Hey, Valerie Giacconi, I see you online there as well. So always, the goths were always the last to leave. Get out there, because they'd have to wait until everybody left till they could get their music played.
Yes.
Sloan, Old Blue, and Blues, and then Les and Ann Smithers bought it. That's right. There we go. Rhythm City at the Bridge Shopping Centre. I remember Rhythm City too. That was pre. What's the one that closed now? Musica. Oh, pre Musica. Oh, amazing. And so, I mean, let's have a look here. I've got all of a sudden got a cough, a bit of COVID. Let's see. Great collegiate socials. I see here. Rhett and Duncan sold their ZX Spectrum. Do you remember ZX Spectrum? It's a little computer.
It's a little vague. Yeah,
a little computer. ZX Spectrum. It was that one that was the computer that you got in 1983. Okay, that you told your mom that you were going to learn how to program computers. But actually, it was just to play games on, because the games were great. And so you got your folks to buy it because they were thinking, oh, they're going to learn how to program computers because computers are the way of the future. And meantime, gaming is the way of... And my son's the same. So the world turns, the thing turns around, the wheel turns. All right. It's getting close to the time when I'm going to get Dunks on here, because I think we need to find it. But I want to play a few more little videos here. We've got so many videos, we need to get through them as well. Let's have a look at Keith there. Let's see what he has to say. Keith, the left hand side. There we go. Down. Okay, there we go.
Hi, I'm Keith Page. One of Enjoy Productions' freelance DJs. What a awesome 10-11 years it's been working for Enjoy Productions with Craig Hort, pulling off some major awesome events, long hours, late nights, early mornings, but it's all been worth every bit of the way. Craigie definitely one of the greatest in the industry, and it's really been a great opportunity working with you and your team throughout the Eastern Cape. And yeah, definitely one of the legends of the game in the industry we work with. So Mr. Hort, all the best to the next 10 years. And times are tough at the moment, but we're battling through it. And when things get back to normal, there's still going to be a few more big bashes coming along. Take it easy. Ciao.
Better believe it. Thank you, Keith.
Absolutely. So Keith, give it a bit of tech. Let's have a look at another one here while you got your headphones on. Come on. Let's have a see what Martin has to say. Just below Keith there. There we go.
Right, this is Martin Taverner from Tavco Volkswagen in William Moffat. And I must admit, I learned that intro from back in the day, learning my skills from Sonic Youth and Craig Hort, I must admit, I started DJing back in, I think it was in 1991 when I was still in high school, and I had to tell everyone I was 18 from day one. And learning my skills from some serious mentors, and Craig Hort definitely comes to mind of the go-to person with regards to, I need a specific song for a wedding, the bride wants to come down the aisle, I need this song, that version, I need this cut. And Craig was the guy to give it to you. You need extra sound gear, if I have 4 speakers and I needed 8, I've got a Craig. You need an extra big mirror ball, he's the guy you go to. And I have a flashback of my brother and sister, they're twins, and their 21st, where Craig organized us some gear, and halfway through the night there was an electrical hit, and some of the stuff took a bit of a beating, and we needed more gear. And at 11 o'clock at night, phoned Craig Hort, and he pulled in there with more sound system, bought us a backup generator, and Craig made it happen. And this is not something that happens easily. 11 o'clock at night when Craig was available to do this type of thing for you. So through all my years, from 1991 all the way through to, when did I stop DJing? About 10 years ago.
Obviously finished that WhatsApp video. Must have finished.
Cheers, Marty.
Yeah, thanks, Martin. And you know, that's,
thank you. Always a pleasure.
You know, I mean, getting 11:30. That says something about you, Craig. It says that you're dedicated and you're a good. You've got a good heart, young man. To get out,
passionate about what you do. You know.
Yeah. Try and
so find a job that you love and don't work a day in your life.
Yeah, that's also true. Eh? That is true. And I know, and it's been so hectic over this whole COVID period. It's that all of us in the industry, and it's really has almost put us all in a box. You know now, you know exactly who are entertainers, because we're all without work. You know, so if you want to find out who the entertainers are, find the guy without work and the ones that are that are making a living out of it.
Yeah.
And in order to make a living out of it, you have to be a hard worker. I mean, you clearly are.
You got to stick to what you love. Reinvent yourself as best you can. Find new avenues and just believe in yourself and don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Just keep at it.
Yeah. Keep going. It's so important. You know, Craig Legend say Jason Atkinson. So no, I don't know Jay. I don't know if I've probably met Jason along there. These DJs because I do these shows. There's often DJs that you work with as well. But like you were talking about the AV Design earlier as well, and Chris. I mean, all these guys are without work at the moment. So, like I said, it really has kind of brought us together in a way. You know, it's not as much of that. That competition. There's no. You kind of realize that there's no competition out there. Everybody's in this industry, and we've got to make the industry work.
Yeah. Not just about yourself. It's about
It's about the whole thing.
Floating the whole boat.
Yeah. Okay, so you Sonic Youth then it must have eventually ended at some stage, and then were you then working in the clubs at that stage?
We went into opening a couple of clubs
from Manhattan's. Then
then we progressed to. It's all a bit of a haze in terms of what happened exactly when.
Yes. Well, he's got the dates here, but I think he's cocked them up here somewhere along the line, you know. Because he's got me at Pop Shop in 85, and I definitely wasn't there until 89.
No, he's got it nearly right.
Nearly right. But
there are a couple of exclusions.
Kings Beach parties.
That was also in the sort of Sonic Youth area.
Yeah.
And we used to run parties at the Lifesaving Club.
And all the clubs. I mean, did you just get all?
No, this was going back before that was actually before Manhattan.
Yeah.
It was like in the Heatherbank.
Yes.
Alsatian Club.
Late 80s. We're talking about 87, 80, 86, 87. That's how many zebras had to drive for you to look like this. It's not zebras, they're moustaches, Gordon. It's my snore suit.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, I remember Heatherbank. I remember Alsatian Club. Was it Hellenic?
Hellenic was there with the Zenon and all of that.
Zenon,
it was all kind of like in the same
vibe. So you just hire a hall and then you'd make it happen.
Throw a jaw. We did it at the Life Saving Club.
Yeah.
Became known as Lifesavers. Became quite big.
Okay.
We used to. Alistair Dyer was involved with the.
Oh, there's Alistair was online as well, I think. Yeah.
And then from that era, we then moved into sort of like the Manhattan era.
Okay.
And then we went from there to sort of clubs like Trax and.
Trax. Oh my word! Where was Trax again? I can't. Was that at Tues?
Yeah.
It was, yes, I remember that now. It's just all of a sudden dawned on me. The station. Yes, so and Tues was there, and then it was Trax. Oh my word! Like at Tues, and I think my brother rode my dad's brand new car into two bollards, crushed it between the two wheels, an Audi, and his new Audi. And I saw it in the garage the next morning. I nearly crapped myself. How many? So I mean, okay. So the clubs. I'm trying to see the names of the clubs. The Heatherbank, and then that's all. That's all the beach parties and stuff. Then he says here, and house parties were always obviously big throughout. I mean, was that a thing? The house parties.
Always having house parties, garage parties. You know, somebody's house.
DJs in. Do they still? Do people still do that? Do they? I mean, maybe I'm out of touch, but I haven't been to a house party for a while.
No, in this day and age, I mean, you can't do the kids don't do house parties. You can't have an open party as we used to have back in the day.
Yeah,
just put your heart on your sleeve and you just invite
everyone.
PE.
Yeah,
pull in.
Yes.
Yeah.
KB was 88 to 90, says there, and did you jam at Sacred Hearts in Gabiga back in the late 80s?
Not me.
Sacred Heart.
No.
That was at in the church hall there. I must be. I'm sure the Oaks did. It was people like Peter. I can't remember Peter's surname now, but he used to run Hotspot.
Peter Borum.
Peter Borum.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he was around, and he also used to do a lot of the work, like at Dan's Den and a lot of the varsity work and that.
That PA stuff there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big PA there.
DJ, and they still had that EV rig, that dominate, eliminator rig, and
jeez, wow. Dunks is the king of house parties, says Shane Barnes. Oh, we play a video. Oh no, I think Shane's going to come on live, so we don't need to. But we've got a little message from Ronaldo Ghost here. Let's have a look at what's Ronaldo.
Mr. Craig Hort, an absolute institution in the nightlife scene and in the wedding scene in Port Elizabeth. Now, I mean, every aspect of my party going / DJ career involved Craig Hort in some way or another. When I was a 17-year-old using a student card that wasn't mine to get into redemption at the Harbour, redemption at in Central, he was the one that was providing the sound systems, the 2-story sound systems that made your teeth rattle from the bass. Obviously, a phenomenal human being that taught so many people so much. I was a party goer. I started playing around on turntables with Mornay Monroe, and I had the privilege of playing on a rig that was set up by Craig Hort. And yes, it's for about 14 or 15 years, every single aspect of my life involved Craig Hort in some way or another, whether it was a rig that he set up, whether it was organizing an event with him, whether it was playing for weddings for him through Enjoy Productions. He's just an absolute legend. Everybody knows Craig Hort in the industry. Craig Hort is pretty much the industry. Always have a torch in his mouth, always have the most amazing tools literally in his pocket. You can say, listen, I need to do this, and he'll just pull something out of a pocket and it will be ready. So Craig, you're an absolute legend. We love you. The nightlife industry loves you. the entertainment industry loves you. So please keep it up. Do what you do, which is your love for the nightlife and entertainment industry in Port Elizabeth. Much love from Ronaldo. Ciao, ciao.
Oh, legend. He was on the other day with my show. He's an interesting guy, done amazingly well with his YouTube stuff as well. If you need to follow Ronaldo, he's always on the edge of doing something wrong, but he never quite does. He's always got a good point. Yes, Mr. Hort, great seeing you, sir. Remember lifting speakers with you at Warmer Town Hall? There's another place, Warmer Town Hall.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Quite right, yeah.
Gee whiz. And Denver Bussy, you're a legend in the industry, thankful for all the times and the tunes. And I see electric frying pan for a smoke machine. Tell me about that now. Can you do that?
You can.
Just tips, life hacks from Craig Hort.
If you burn your house down, it's not my fault.
Okay.
Basically, a smoke machine is an element
in
a tube and a pump and you blow through.
Okay.
So when you don't have money to buy one,
and
you're starting out, we used to take a frying pan, take a big fan, and have our liquid, and we just like throw it in the pan and whoosh, just like that. Instant smoke machine.
Smoke machine. Dave Lerington, all the way from England, I think, Redemptions. No, whereabouts was Redemptions?
Redemption, the first time was, we used to, before Redemption, we talk about the Harbour Tavern now.
Okay.
So going back a bit, we had the Harbour Tavern, which was run by Sean and Barry. It used to be like a brewery.
Yes. No, I remember we had centre stage there for a while.
And then they stopped the brewery, and then we used to do full moon parties with Russell Dakin.
Okay.
It used to be called the Harbour Tavern parties.
Oh, right.
And we ran that for a while, and then I'm not sure what happened in between that.
Gee, was that I don't know. I think Centre Stage had their venue there for a long time as well.
They did.
But I don't know if that was after. I think probably after.
I think in actual fact, if I remember correctly, what happened was Eugene Ackerman.
Yes, I remember him. Yes,
who used to be the runner of Bananas.
Oh, Club Bananas. Oh!
And he also opened. There was a club that ran. I don't know how they got this right. It ran on the top floor of. Is it the Marine Hotel?
Yeah.
Top floor.
Valentino's. Valentino's, baby.
Yeah.
That was so cool. I mean, all these clubs. Do clubs have a lifespan? I mean, do they? Some clubs last forever. Look at numbers. I mean, they last for like decades.
I think it depends on what stage in the progression you look at.
Yeah.
But as we're talking now, back in the day, there was about a 6-month lifespan.
Really? Okay.
But the thing is, though, I think the reason for it was not because the clubs were bad, but because there was something new coming all the time.
Yeah.
Which is unlike where we are now.
Yeah. Okay.
So there was just one after the next. So people back then actually were lucky and spoiled for choice.
Yeah.
And, one after the next, and to then kind of, we at one stage tried to redo one of our clubs. It was a dismal failure.
Oh, really?
Because, up against all new fresh venues.
Yes.
So people just bouncing from the newest jaw to the newest jaw, and
okay.
the punters at that stage were spoiled.
Yeah.
They were lucky.
And how do you think it's changed now? I mean, how do you see clubs now?
Well, obviously, we have the major COVID problem.
Oh, yeah. I'll say pre-COVID and hopefully post-COVID.
Let's be positive.
Yeah, let's be positive. And hopefully it's the third wave is not going to come.
Clubbing has changed, though. It's changed a lot. The music's changed a lot. The DJs have changed a lot.
Yeah.
The mentality's changed a lot. If you look back at the good old days when we were doing what we were doing, music was a lot simpler.
Yeah.
In that people were sort of like playing what was the hits, the stuff currently available, maybe playing remixes of that.
Yeah.
So you had your dance stuff, and that was dance.
Okay.
And then you had your alternative, and that was alternative.
Yeah.
Now you look at your dance genres,
Yeah.
and there are like 50 of them that are
Yeah.
different. So now I'm into house, I'm into tech, I'm into, you know,
Afrofusion.
and it just the versatility of it is crazy.
Yeah.
Now to try and entertain all of these people,
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
true. It's quite
tricky. It's very tricky.
Gone are the days of Brooks Pavilion. Yeah, you're right. Emil Goosen. You know, it's I think I look at it in terms from a musician's point of view. I mean, I was with a band, so in those days you had to have a lot of money pumped into your band in order to get your head above the other bands, and then get noticed by a record company, and then have enough money to produce a vinyl.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So you had to go through all these different phases before you actually even released your stuff, and therefore the guys that released were normally like the quality was insane, and it was you didn't find many of them. So there was a selection of 500 bands, and that was it. Whereas now, with the digital revolution, it's just amazing. You can do some incredible things with a PC in your room. So all of a sudden, everybody can do this. Anybody can do this.
Yeah.
You know, it becomes easier. Amazing, and I think it's affected the DJs in the same sort of way. Is that there's so much more to choose from that the DJs have had to. That you can't diversify. You almost have to sort of focus.
Select what you're going to be, which is
difficult for you guys because if you're doing a wedding or you're doing something, you have to try and cater for everybody.
Okay, but I'm glad you brought that up because the problem we sit with right now is that, and you know, people obviously look at the wedding DJs and are thinking, Jesus, these oaks are getting old, starting to look like the chaps from ZZ Top. But there is a problem in that there are no young perspective wedding DJs coming up.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be the next Tiesto.
Yeah.
So I want to be on a stage. I want the lights on me. I want to be the DJ. I want to be the producer. But what they don't realize is that it's a minuscule amount of people that make it to that.
Yeah.
And while you're on your way to being that person, why don't you give it a try?
Yeah.
And just play some general music and actually learn the music, get yourself some background on everything that you can then put into and take forward.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to go from zero to hero.
Yeah, of course. Life
on
hack.
a 6-week course.
Yes. A life hack. They want a hack.
Yeah.
You want to like. Then there's no. It doesn't matter what you do. There are no hacks. So no hacks. Old, thanks Craig, Shane and Dunks are saying, commenting. Can you see them watching from backstage? Those two little old bastards there drinking. They're getting pissed already before they even hit the stage. Yeah.
I'm concerned about that.
Oh my word. See, the house parties to school socials and clubs and wedding and corporate always offer professional service and know how to read a crowd. That's important, to read a crowd.
You have to. It's a DJ skill, and going back to what I was saying earlier, when you have yourself thrown into a situation where you're playing music for young, old, English, Afrikaans, and you've got to now put this all together and make it work.
Yeah,
you need to have a skill to do that. To get on a stage and tell people, listen, I'm playing what I want. If you don't like it, go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've got no time for that.
So if you're playing at Splashy Fen or you're doing a festival and it's your own, it's like playing original music with a band.
Correct.
It's same thing. We end up playing covers because you want to play what people want. You don't want to just play your own stuff all the time. And some people love it. You know, there've been times, and I'm sure it's a similar sort of thing where people come into a club and there's nobody there, but you're playing all this this nice music, you know, and you just have a connection. That's an amazing thing. But generally, you want to please your audience, of course. So, are there any secrets that you have learned? Do you scout the crowd? Check it out.
I'm going to charge you guys for these. It's all about obviously doing your research. about the crowd that you're going to entertain. Obviously, take whatever input they have.
Yeah.
But it's about reading
on the night.
Yeah, it's about gauging the mood.
Yeah.
Reading body language.
Yeah.
What's the body language? Because even people that might not be dancing will be loving the music you're playing. Just watch a foot under the table. So you've got to. It's almost. I often compare it to being a chef, in that you got the headphones. You get given a list of ingredients.
Yeah.
And you've got to prepare a dish.
Yeah.
Now you add the correct amount of this, the correct amount of that, as your ingredients are, and at the end of the night you have a beautiful dish everybody enjoys.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that you have included everybody in your mix to all make them feel a part of what's happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they all leave there feeling happy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I was part of it.
Inclusion. It's that's a very interesting thing there, because everybody wants to feel a part of it. You want to have this little moment where you're like, that's my song, or that, you know.
I was there.
I love that Elvis. You know? Do it for the love of it. Functions are better than clubs. No 5 a.m. in the morning. 5 a.m. in the mornings. That's a good point, because it's the same thing that affects musos, and with DJs it must be even more difficult to live on the straight and narrow when you got to work and you're working in clubs where it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's impossible.
No, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. Which is why basically you can't be a club DJ forever.
Yeah.
And run a day job.
Yes.
It's not going to happen.
No. Day job's not going to happen with that.
There comes a point.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, it's also just hard on your body. So
no, big time. You do. Also, the older you get, the longer it takes to recover.
Yes.
I'm singing to the choir. I know.
Exactly. But I mean, I know that. I mean, I've had to start keeping fit, you know, to try and do thing, and in the end, I think a lot of guys are a lot of the newer guys are fitness freaks, you know. Whereas in those days. Wasn't so much about fitness, you know.
Let's have another drink. Let's go.
Indeed. All right, well, let's have a look at the videos. We've got a couple of videos I want to get before we get to Duncan. Let's just have a quick squiz here. There's you can pick one there, Phil. It's anyone.
Craig here from Occasion DJs. How are you guys doing? Well, what can I say about Craig? I've done quite a few events for Craig. I've been a tech guy for Craig. I've been a DJ for Craig. I've known him since about 1998. Been to quite a few raves that he's set up. His sound, his lighting, always top notch. And he's just generally a very nice guy. Had a few parties with him back in the days, but we won't mention anything about that. But yeah, Craig, thank you for everything you do for us. Thank you for always being there when we need some equipment for any wedding. You can always help us with projectors, screens, lighting, whatever you basically need. Craig will always be there at a drop of a hat. He's always professional and always there to help you whenever you need something done. But Craig, thank you for everything, and you are definitely a pioneer in this industry, and we thank you for that. Thank you, my man. Have a good one. Bye.
Legend.
Thanks, Squeaks.
Look, there's a message from Olga here, so let's just go quickly before we leave that history.
Wow, Craig Hort, the man, the legend. Craig has been in this game for over 30 years. Music is part of his life, and sometimes you don't even know where the music ends and the man begins, because it's so ingrained in who he is as a human being. He has been on the scene for a very long time, as long as I've been on the scene. I can remember going to every nightclub in PE, and Craig would be playing, and wherever he played, the vibe would just be phenomenal, out of this world. The energy, everything about his music made people happy. And as an entertainer, I think that is what your job is to do. He also played in 2005. He played at my wedding. He was so professional. We sat together, made a list of all the songs that I wanted. He read the crowd. It was the best wedding, and I'm not just saying because it was my wedding, it was the best wedding I've ever been to. The crowd was just, we loved it. We didn't want it to end. He just knew exactly what to do. He also played again many years later at my 40th birthday party, where he did an 80s theme, because he knows it's my big jam. And it was, once again, phenomenal, out of this world. We did not want the party to end. It was the greatest, wonderful experience. Dealing with him as on a personal level, he's such a nice guy. He's very open, he's affable, he's friendly, he's willing to go the extra mile for anybody who is in a position to trust him to do their music. And believe me, he's a person worth trusting because his instincts are phenomenal. This is who he is. It's his talent. It was something he was born with, this music, this bond with music that he has, this passion for music. It comes from a place, it was his dream, and he fulfilled that dream, which I find incredible, because a lot of us have dreams to become entertainers of some sort. I know I did, but I didn't have the balls to follow through. Whereas Craig had that dream, and he made that dream come true. And music literally is his life. His music, his family, that is his life. He lives for it. He loves it. It's in his blood. He breathes it. He sweats it. And I only wish him everything of any success that he can possibly achieve, because he deserves everything he gets. So Craig has meant a great deal in my life, and I know thousands of other people, because of what he does for the music industry, what he does in the entertainment industry, how his work ethic, how much he puts his heart and soul into everything he does. So Craig Hort, great man, great entertainer, great music maker. Long may he live. Thank you.
We hope you're not going to pop off just yet.
Just yet, you know.
There you go. Nothing like two unlimited, 24/7. Two brothers on the 4th floor at Wingfield. Wingfield. Was it Wingfield? Wingfield. Yeah. Sexy eyes. I remember.
I'd skip that one.
Yeah, good. We did a gig. We opened for her and we never got paid.
Oh no.
I think it was only 300 rand, but we hold a grudge still to this day against Wingfield. Kelly McCormack, Tennis Club Discos, and the Kissing Tree. Oh, Kelly McCormack.
Just gave your secrets away, girl.
I don't know. Some people didn't refer to it only as the Kissing Tree. Continuum. Is where you meet time, where your time and space meet.
It's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Where was Continuum? Was that one of your clubs?
No, at Brooks. One stage it was Brooks Hill transformed many times.
Yes.
Had this and that, the next thing, and
Tequila Sunrise.
Yeah.
Hey?
With
what is it? 9 yards.
9 yards was it? Also a venue that also changed many times. That's the old post office.
Oh,
9 yards there, yeah.
Geez, like down opposite the Feather Market.
Yeah, just slightly down.
Down Main Street.
Yeah, it used to be. It was Redemption at one stage. It was Oxide.
Oh my word!
It was the venue.
Look who's on board. That's Jeppo. On a flight to Seattle. Jeez, like.
Welcome.
Yes, well done. Just keep your mask on, Wayne Jepson. Those Americans are fraught with the COVID. Vanessa Piggy's glass is empty. Your glass is empty. Top up.
I'll top it up. Don't worry, love.
Top it up, yeah. You can have some of the punters as well if you want. But
I'll have a little body.
The vodka. Cheers. DJ Atkin. We've actually got a message from a DJ as well. While you're pouring a drink, Jason Atkin, let's have a look and see what he has to say. I think it's a little further up there at the top. It says put there at the top. There we go.
Okay, so Duncan has asked me, and I'm actually quite pleased to do this, but to put together a short video of memories and my time with Craig the Pig Hort. And I don't know what you define as short, but to try and cram everything into a short video is going to be very difficult. But nonetheless, we'll start off with a couple of memories. I had some really good memories with Craig. I remember one in particular. This was a hysterical morning. We were off to, I think it was Jason Ferreira's place. out in the sort of Thiescombe area. And on the way, Craig decided it was time to have a conversation with cows, because he had just learned how to speak like a cow. And I'm not even joking. We stopped on the side of the road. Craig got out the Golf. You'll hear stories about his Golf. And basically leant on the fence and going, moo, moo, and had a conversation with the cows for about 15 minutes. What they spoke about, I don't know, but it was absolutely funny. Other memories I have, I remember Craig and I going to the Mother Rave. You remember the Mother Rave when it came to Port Elizabeth? It was rather expensive to get in. So what did Craig and I do? Well, we took a record box each, walked in to the door and convinced the doorman that we were DJs from Johannesburg and we were here to pay our set. And we went into the Mother Rave free of charge. Also remember when the venue opened in Port Elizabeth, Craig and I were really, really looking forward to that evening after our gig at CJ's. Got into the car, went down to the venue to arrive just so that Craig could fall asleep on a speaker. And those who know Craig would know that, he sleeps on a speaker all the time in any venue. He could basically sleep wherever he wants to sleep. If it's time to cut it, then Craig will fall asleep. It doesn't matter where he is. If it's time, it's time. We had so many other memories. I mean, I even tried surfing at one hand. This Varley could never surf, but I gave the stick a go, and Craig used to pick me up early in the morning and we'd go find some waves, and needless to say, it didn't turn out too cool, but it was memories nonetheless. And of course, after parties, how many after parties we went to. In fact, we went to the after party several times, and how we survived, I still don't know. But I suppose my fondest memory of Craig has got to be Cadillac Jacks. And it all started with the Jason Shut era. Now, if you remember Cadillac Jacks, every now and again on the microphone, you would hear Craig going, Jason Shut! And that was my signal to bring him a double absolute and lemonade, which was his drink of choice at the time. And needless to say, he would have it about 25 of those in a night. And of course, I was up and down, little Kippy, taking him his double vodka and juice. But it was at this point, somewhere along the line, I got involved with the decks. And in fact, I think Craig was late one night, and Chris Simpson threw me, for whatever reason, into the box and said, right, Jason, go play some music. Just the place was full and Craig was late, and just try and get the people rocking. And it worked. And I traded in my optics for headphones, and I kind of evolved into a DJ from there. And Craig Hort, I'm forever grateful. He took me under his wing, and he sort of molded me into what has become known as DJ J today. After CJ's closed down, it didn't end there. It went on to Super Sport, where Craig and I shared the gig. And then we had a period where we shared Toby's as well, while Brad was overseas. So we had a long period where we played together. Eventually, all good things come to an end. Craig left the clubbing world as a DJ, and I continued Cyclones, Coyotes, Aqua, Club Shakes, Sugar Rays, Indigos. There were just so many. And I also had a fairly decent stint in community radio. So at the end of the day, it really boiled down to that first opportunity that Craig gave me when he took me under his wing and sort of molded me into the DJ that I became. And just like most brothers, and the operative word being brother, Craig had the potential to love a person totally unconditionally. And once he was committed to you with respect, that's a bond that takes a lot to break, and I don't think anybody's ever broken that bond, and that's what makes Craig Hort such a special person. Now I'm in my 40s, and I can reflect back to that faithful first gig at Cadillac Jacks as the catalyst that molded me into the person that I've become today. And I'm not doing too badly, if I may say so myself. And that said, I've got to just say to Craig that I'm eternally grateful. Craig, they say in the entertainment world overseas, you haven't made it in life if you haven't been on Oprah or Ellen. Well, here in the Eastern Cape, you haven't made it until you've been to Gino's spot. So congratulations on this milestone, Craig. I'd like to thank you once again for being the brother that you've been. Congratulate you on an illustrious career. the milestone and the legacy that you've created, not only for you, but for Michael, Sarah, and Nikki as well, and all the Horts, and then, of course, the legacy that is Enjoy Productions. That said, love you always, my brother. Out.
What a legend. What a legend. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, DJJ. And I mean, he's been working. That's a hard worker, that guy.
No, flat out. No, good memories. Good memories from
CJs.
Yeah.
Were you there at Cadillac Jacks from the beginning as well? I mean, doing that. I mean, that was I remember that launch was great.
With the 60s vibe.
Yes.
No, I think 60s vibe. They came in first with the guys from Algoa weren't involved possibly in the beginning, and they had the cars and the waitresses dancing on the counters, and so the radio jocks into that initially. I think I came in at a later stage of that, and they transformed a bit. Yeah. And then it became the CJs that we knew.
Yeah. CJs. Yeah. I see Lee Heasley saying, you remember Tarantino's at the boardwalk. There were a whole bunch of those places. Rodizio's was upstairs. I mean,
I think back about it, there actually were so many places that just kind of exactly like that. It just kind of like popped up, and it was another place to go to.
Another spot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. You'd walk out of Toby Joe's and you'd go across to Tequila Sunrise, and then there was another club. There were 3 or 4 clubs in that little area of probably 100 square meters or something. There was like 3 clubs.
You got CJ. 3 in the whole of PE.
Yeah,
if you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky. CJ dancing on the bar. Who's CJ?
I think they're talking about Cadillac Jacks with the waitresses.
The waitresses dancing on
the
bar.
60s vibe on the bar.
Okay. The R bar. What's that? I remember the R bar.
Marine Hotel at the bottom. Ralph Riley.
Oh, okay.
Used to have a little spot there. Used to make these amazing little. I think it was called a fish bowl.
Oh, okay.
These multiple straws.
Oh, they've got a fish bowl with the Fitch and Leeds as well, you know. We have a fish bowl, so maybe that's the same one. Continuum. There we go. Those are now a battle to make it to 8 p.m. Oh dear, Joanne, well, let me tell you, these guys made it quite far because they used to have their food spiked with Bob Martin. I believe. And let me just get a little video there. Go. Duncan's sister, Lexi. Before I get Duncan on, because I think it's pretty much time to get Duncan.
The infamous Mr. Hort. Yes, I was always Duncan's little sister, and that's who I was known as. But definitely, I think he can owe his expertise in the DJ world to the many of toasted sandwiches that I used to make them while they were practicing the music in the garage. But it was the secret ingredient of the Bob Martin tablets that I think just gave him the edge. Not many of the Sonic Youth guys knew that, but all of them got Bob Martins. Perhaps that's why they all are so successful today. So they've got me to thank for that. But Craig's was always been there for Duncan, many hours in the garage practicing, mastering their craft of music, and I think I can thank the point that I can sleep through anything, any noise at any time, due to them just having music that was playing 24/7 in our garage. So always part of the crew, always lots of fun, and most of the parties, lots of alcohol. So those memories are a bit skewed, but apart from that, we had lots and lots of fun as kids.
I love that, Lexi. Are you very hairy?
Woof, woof.
Yes. Oh, my word. All right, well, Craig, I think it's time to call on your mate, Duncan. Let's bring him on. Let's see. They've been hanging around too long. Guys! Shane and Duncan.
Hello, boys.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us all right? We'll have to stick our earphones in again. Yeah.
Perfectly.
There we go. There we go.
It's on the technical. So I want to ask one question, Craig.
Yes.
You. What was the first song you played in Mobile Disco?
It's a bit of a low ball, that one.
It's a bit loaded, that one. I've been thinking about it the whole night. I know what mine was.
I'll come back to you on that.
All right.
I
Mine
bet
was
you-
Gino Vanelli. Black
Ah,
Cars.
yes.
That
Black
was my first song
Cars
I ever played.
look
And a
better
deep
in the
chord-
shade.
Sorry, I'm like a virgin, Madonna.
All right. Excellent. And do you still play that tune, Dunks?
Every single time, and I catch them. Music trivia, I catch them. Gino Vanelli, Black Cars.
Love
Can't beat
it.
the tune. £3.95 at the OK, and whenever it was, I can't remember. I got the 7 singles.
Yeah, there we go. Here's a name you guys you guys will remember. Sphericals.
Oh, yeah.
After Warmer God. Tell me about Sphericals.
That was Craig's jewel, alternative. Him and Monroe Manick used to play there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your jaw?
Used to play there. It was Sphericals was. They used to have a Wednesday night.
Okay.
And on a Wednesday night, it was because the Saturday night was a bit rough.
Okay, right.
It was a little rough. So on a Wednesday night, they used to have, I don't remember his proper name, Sticks.
Yeah.
And Tinny Buerta.
Oh, Tinny Buerta, yes.
And we used to run like a surfer type jaw.
Okay.
On the Wednesday.
All right.
With the speakers
And
in
then
the dome.
also, guys and I living in the Transkei, Graham Cook also used to play there.
Okay.
We used to play all of the Hey She's Bra stuff, the mirror in the bathroom.
Mirror in the bathroom, can't you see?
B-52s, all the surfer tunes, the Doors, the...
Stop that train.
Late at night, maybe a bit of Sisters of Mercy, getting into the black stuff, you know.
Okay, all right, yeah, a bit of goth again. Where's Valerie Giacconi again? Legends all together. This says DJ J. I'm saying, how's it? Glad you're on there, DJ J. Indeed. And I see that late Max Strimling owned Sphericals. That's Shelley. It must be his that's his father-in-law. Was it Shelley?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I remember Uncle Max. Uncle Max, yes.
Uncle Max. Was it Uncle Max that owned Sphericals? Wasn't it called Strawberry Fields?
Forever.
Originally. Yeah.
Before, I think it was.
Before, yeah.
I stand to be corrected, but I think it was.
Merv the Perv used to own that place. Alan Godwin, there we go. Alan Godwin owned Strawberry Fields. Absolutely. Can you imagine?
I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea. That was in my memory bank somewhere. I did. Other thanks and Shane. Vanessa's saying hello. Lovely to have you online as well. She's only just around the corner. She must have come down here and be in the studio. And so many people. I don't know if there's any clubs you're forgetting here. Don't you? You guys had a bit of a ride. You had a good time. Have we lost sound? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us again? Can you hear us again? Are you back? Are you back? Take it out.
Very distorted. But Craig Cook. Yeah, Craig sorted the sound out, please.
Hello.
Oh, it's sounding better now.
Right?
Oh, it's sounding better. We're a little bit distorted, maybe. As long as you can hear us. Tell us about, you sounding fine. Tell us about your braai on Saturday night. Who was there? What did you discuss?
I've got a lot of old equipment. So we started with Monroe Manick. And I invited Shane, but he was somewhere else. I invited Jason Aitken. I invited everybody I knew.
Phil.
And we put together this little board, which you just showed earlier, to try and sort of piece together our history, which is quite difficult. I then spent a lot of time producing what you've got in your hand right now, to sort of illustrate our history. Shane being part of it. Mr. Barnes, if you'd stand up and show yourself, please. Also being part of it. Rhett.
Thank you guys.
Graham.
You're so blessed.
I'm just going to do, while you do that, I'm going to test the sound quickly. Is it better now?
Thank you, Gino, for introducing me to Paiso Cuck Tweeters in 1987 or whatever it was.
Piezo Tweeters.
But I also hired my first Roland mixing desk from you, and we'd never heard sound like it in our lives before. And Mr. Hort's ears went, hello, what's this? You know, so you were part of our growth.
I know, it was amazing. You know what I really liked was your hat. Did you pick that hat out that you used to use for Sonic Youth? You used to have a hat that you used to wear, big, yes, Sonic Youth. No, it was like a tall hat. The one year you had it on it, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Wasn't me, Craig Hort.
What?
No,
it could have been.
Nothing to do with him either.
I thought it was a hat. I thought you had the hat. Thanks for friends who are legends.
I have
Excellent.
so many memories with Craig Hort, and the passion he has for his sound. I mean, when I played with Fatboy Slim, or when I played with what is that accent, Cox, or with you, the passion, the warmth, the bass was insane, and we relied on Craig with a fucking torch in his mouth and always checking the app.
Craig had the ability to make any sound system, any crappy sound system. Not that it's his, but any
brilliant.
crappy sound system. I had to put that in there, Craig. It would never be yours.
And warm bass makes girls happy. It's a fact.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Morgan Engler asked me, what's your secret? I said, play for the girls. The boys follow like sheep.
You know, I've heard about that before. You know, you do a gig for the girls. If the girls are happy, the guys are happy. The guys don't really give a crap.
That is the formula.
Bottom line. And we give you
keep the ladies happy.
Keep the ladies happy. That's what he said.
Bye.
No, Tommy, I've got so much information here, Duncan, that you gave me. I think you guys are going to have to write a book now.
I'm going to.
Are you guys going to have? There, Valerie's here. I see Valerie's back. Always
Valerie.
the last one at the party. The goths are always the last ones, Valerie.
Sisters of Mercy, Valerie Giacconi, the Pure, Madness. Come on, Shane. Knock me out. I'm stumbling.
No, I love Valerie. She was at Varsity with me, and she was always at the party. But she liked the alternative stuff, eh?
What an eclectic, beautiful person.
Yes, eclectically beautiful. She is. Yeah. She is. She's absolutely beautiful. She's also Italian. Italian, you know, Valerie. That's right. Yo, gat, man. She says. Why you not speak Italian now? Oh. Where's your Italian gone now? Lindsay Pinamore saying, hi guys, nice to see you. And one chapter at one braai at a time. He's speaking the truth. Jason speaking the truth. Because there's so much information on this thing here. Brooks is now the only place to be in 2007, eh? That was the spot. Toby Joe's.
That it was.
Shout out to Mr. Brad Spindler.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Who is the Dirty Girls guy? I remember that.
But he talks a lot.
Goes out all the Dirty Girls.
Toby Joe's!
That's the one. That's the one, because I was with Eminent Child at that stage, and the DJ always used to do that.
The Sunday deck parties.
Sunday deck parties.
You played with me on stage in St. Francis with Eminent Child, with myself and Sasha and Ian and what's that creaker up the Golo? What's his name?
What, Almeida or
Spiro. Yeah, we used to put punch in his underwear. Yeah. Double skinners. What a legend.
What happened to that punch back?
Yeah.
No, I think it was over the punch. But
that is so cool.
And Craig was always on the bass. Craig, I need more bass. Craig, bass makes
organising.
Whack those whoopers.
Organising. Well, was that when with Ferdi and Bad Brad and that lot?
No, those are
year?
white boys. No, you those acts. We don't know.
Yeah, those guys that what was Survivor or Big Brother.
Paul Almeida, and Ian and Sasha and Spiro were probably our biggest mentors.
Absolutely.
They were technically brilliant, and Craig kept up with their tweak to the point.
Respect, Craig.
Tell me about, because there's different kinds of DJs going on. You know what I mean? I as a muso, I play drums. That's what I do. The DJs that got like vinyl scratching stories. Did you ever get into that?
Wiggy. I had vinyl in my house on Saturday and it bumped, and Craig said, "I'm so sorry," but and no one understood. The problem is that the youth today have about a 30-second lifespan memory.
Cram all the top hits into 20 minutes, and then what?
All right.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So 20-minute set.
Designed, as dance music is designed to make you dance. Bottom line, you have a maxi version, let's call it, and it's designed to make you actually dance. Whereas the youth today, like 30 seconds, my kids, next tune, YouTube.
Yeah. Flick, hey? That's the way it goes. It's not.
That's it.
Nobody listen to an album anymore. I mean, there's Graham in the background there, who knows that he probably knows every song on those Beatles albums, Graham. He knows.
I don't want water.
Go, Graham. I've jammed many gigs with Graham. Let me tell you, he's great. He's a wonderful man. I love that man.
Like a legend. He taught me how to build basement.
Yes. He did. No, he introduced you guys to Pop Shop for sure, because he was there for many years before I was there.
I think he lied.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Boney M's Rasputin. Is that Duncan, your favorite song, Boney M's Rasputin?
I must say, Craig Hort and myself did a gig in St. Francis about, a month ago. And it was a 70s disco party. I have never had so much fun.
Studio 54.
Yeah, no, we were back to back. We were crossing arms, playing the same tunes, thinking the same as we were 20 years ago. We haven't had the opportunity to play together for 20 years because we were always doing weddings and some camp. So,
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It was the best night of my life. It took us 20 minutes to find our bed after that, but it was phenomenal.
There we go. No, Wayne Cecil saying that Duncan's mouth looks dry. It's good. There was this DJ was just saying that he's in the right place now because you referenced a maxi single, a maxi version.
The big thing was
12-inch.
Like when we went to 52 one night, Craig and myself, and we heard Munro Munich play Armand van Helden's Ma Ma Ma. Okay, and we went to the turntables and we tried to read like this. And it was a white. We begged him to, There's so many people.
All right.
If I wrote a book, I'd probably...
In those days... Oh, there we go. Many gig played at Illusion with Taxi at the stage door. Graham, there we go. Taxi. Graham, your dad, of course, Shane, is Graham. Played with Taxi.
He's got to get drinks.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, shit. Yeah.
There we go. Keyboard player for Taxi. Taxi, of course, with Harry Lloyd and was it Cyril Hotel on bass?
Right. Yes. Robbie. on drums. And
Robbie Fisser.
Remember Baldy from the Spit
Yes, Baldy. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Roger Grant. Roger Grant. On guitar.
The rock bands I ever played in.
And there's so many people,
You know-
so many friendships we've made. Yes, we failed.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Oh no! Somebody says, much as you hate it, deep down, the captain gets it going.
So true. Guys, thank you very much. You know,
I'm challenging
Oh, Graham, you're a legend. Ciao. Who remembers Einsteins? I think everybody remembers Einsteins. Everybody who was alive remembers Einsteins.
7 years of my life.
I remember wiring it one night, but nothing much more than that.
Now, who actually started Einsteins? I thought that was Billy Rankin and that lot.
Yeah, it was myself, Billy, and Roger.
Smart drinks.
Yeah.
Smart.
After the post, was it birthed in the Baron?
After the Baron.
Or was
We
it,
did the Baron before that, and I
after?
think Craig,
Yeah.
you were at Jack Ruby's. Am I correct? Just a few
Jack Ruby's
meters down the road.
Yeah, we had running at the same time. It was you guys at the Baron, us at Jack Ruby's. Jack Ruby's was slightly more of like a dancey type vibe.
The
You guys
yuppies.
were slightly more on the alternative side, so it actually worked quite well.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the yuppies versus
And then-
the
because-
shepherd dudes.
The yuppies versus the alternatives.
The actors go the Billabong. That's it.
All right, Eka Joe. No, this was another one. Were you guys dressed by Eka Joe? or something?
Wayne Falls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Willing.
And from there, yeah, we moved to the beachfront, and Cadillac Jacks was born, Einsteins was born, and from there it was just beautiful mishmash.
Well, I can tell you, you were lucky that the Baron didn't burn down or something, because I've played at the Baron many times, and it, you know, the staircase used to go up from the bottom up into the road, and it became a funnel. Like it was like hot gas coming out that stairwell, like I've never seen before.
So many CD players with alcohol falling down on top of my head and onto the CD gear and what have you. Every Monday we in some shop somewhere, please fix our mixer, because there's alcohol all over the place. Coming through the stairs. Yeah, it's crazy.
At Indigo, we used to say to the girls, please come and swallow at 12. Because we had girls that don't swallow. And we end up all over our new 500s that popped up that Barney Simon used to put beer cans on.
Oh man.
Stories.
You know, but you know, I remember that place because I just always thought to myself, if there's a fire in this place, you guys are screwed. So I was just thankful that you moved to Einstein's, because Einstein's was a much safer venue.
They could run and jump in the sea. And who remembers the wall at Einstein's?
Cockroaches could scuttle out onto the beach.
Yes. Oh, there were pizzas outside the Baron. Jeez, Harley's pizzas. Absolutely. Lloyd Chesley. Lloyd's another drummer.
Remember Pizza Palace? Oh.
Yes, Pizza Palace. Oh, we used to play at Pizza Palace as well. I had a blues band called Black Coffee at the time.
I made pizzas there.
Used to
For
play
$7
there.
a night. It was fantastic. Gavin Newland.
Great. Oh, Gavin. I don't know if somebody's tagged Gavin in this thing. He's got to come in there too. But I mean, so did you always work with CDJs then? I mean, you had the record, but it's dual record players. Because the DJs always have two record players.
Well, I mean, we used to start back in the day. It was basically on vinyl.
Yeah.
And then progressed once the vinyl started getting crazy expensive and CDs came in, and then progressed to your CDJs.
Okay.
But it's like I don't know. It's a crazy situation because we used to kill ourselves carrying the vinyl.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you'd have like one crate, and that's just your alternative crate.
Yeah.
Now you've got the next crate. Let's get the commercial crate. Okay, bring the trolley.
Yeah.
We need the dance stuff. We need the background stuff. We need the Let's unload the whole trailer.
You carry it around in a trailer.
But so CDs were a progression from that, and then MP3. But my biggest problem with that whole progression was if you took and going sort of like now onto what we did later on with the big rave rigs and that.
Yeah.
When you take a record and you put a record on a big system, and you can actually hear and you can actually feel.
Yeah.
You can't only just hear, you can actually feel that track.
Yeah.
You can feel every nick, every groove.
Yeah.
And you can actually feel the music.
Yeah.
And somebody comes and pops in an MP3 and it's like, just like that, it's gone.
Yeah, yeah.
So
there is a warmth, and it's always been the analog warmth. It's the same with the guitar players using a Vox AC30. Your dad will know, Shane. The Vox AC30 was a fantastic guitar amp. You should never have used it for putting a bloody record player through it. But the vinyl is actually, you can only get a certain amount of frequency in there, really. So that's got to be a punchy frequency. You know what I mean? So I think that's why it gives that warmth. You would know better than I.
Look, I think it was, it's obviously followed due process. We need to move on. We can't keep hanging on to the past.
Yeah.
Why not?
So with going forward with digital,
the Rondo 3000 there.
I think as long as people are not compressing waveforms, then we're okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's true. Rondo 3000 you're talking about as well. I think a Rondo 3000 was one of the first ones that you used. I think one of the first things that you plugged in. I think
if you had a Rondo 3000, you were a rock star.
Yeah. The tape deck on the side that had no cover on it. So you could. I think I got one.
Yeah. This is
I got a Rondo 3000. A Rondo 3000. Oh no, the Fufu Nana is a funny story. Tell us, what the hell is that? The Fufu Nana story.
It happened one morning at Einsteins. I think it was around 4:00
on a Sunday.
Saturday leading into Sunday. Club still packed, of course. We could go until 6 in those times, sometimes 7, maybe 8. And some random comes in on.
Now we trolleyed.
Yeah. Can I please play the Fufu Nana song? I said, excuse me? The Fufu Nana song, please play it. This took us about 20 minutes to figure out.
Decipher.
It turned out to be Armand van Helden's The Funk Phenomena.
Yeah.
But she somehow called it the Fufu Nana song.
Jesus.
Exactly that face making noise, exactly the face I made that morning. So that's the Fufu story.
So, which one? Van Helden? What's it called?
Armand van Helden.
Armand van Helden.
And the actual song was called
Funk Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
But somehow she called it the Fufu Nana song.
Fufu Nana. Where do you come with that in the morning on a Sunday?
Listen, Anton wants to know. Is this the first gig that you haven't blown a speaker?
Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
No comment.
If you DJs in one show,
you make $1 million.
Yeah. I see Vanessa say so-called hear about it from the other side. We're always just heading down to the Joel for a good time. Didn't realize how much you oaks were schwitzing to get it all together and make sure it happened. It's true. Sometimes it's like last minute.
It's insane.
It's a mental marathon, really. It is. You come off there feeling like you've run a marathon. I mean, it looks like the easiest job in the world. Trust me, it's not. It's not.
It's not. And the experience helps, though. I mean, it does. You like Craig says, you get to read that crowd, And these days, it must be a little bit easier that you've got this backstop of 1,000 songs that you can bring out if you need to without having a trailer.
Yeah, but
you still use CDs.
Which one? Which one?
Yeah, which one? You're right.
Less is more.
No, it's look. I mean, basically, you get your purists out there, and I would like to be a purist.
Yeah.
But it's just not functional.
Yeah.
You have to go with, and people say, "Oh, you're playing off of a laptop. Oh, you're not a real DJ."
Yeah.
You've got to get with the times.
Yeah.
What's
So obviously, just try and keep it pure. Don't use compressed files.
Craig likes
and-
it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you can't compare now. So you can go to a function. You've got your laptop.
Yeah.
Maybe your external backup drive.
Yeah.
But that versus like.
Yeah.
8 crates of vinyl.
Gee whiz, yeah. No, you can't.
It's
you can't.
not functional.
But vinyl's coming back as well, isn't it?
It is coming back, and you have guys like Tim Hopwood, who are busy rebuilding and remaking turntables.
Beautiful.
And I'm a big supporter of that. Get it in your lounge, get out the vinyl, get some good, nice, high quality speakers, get a proper amp, and actually enjoy and feel that music. But just going forward, I mean, we can't take it to the jaw anymore.
Yeah, no. It's hectic. It's hectic.
Been there, done that.
No, for sure. Okay, Dan. So we need a story from you before we can't before you kick you off the screens again. Now, your favorite club. Which one is your favorite?
No, Indigo.
Indigo. That was at.
That's a Brooks Pavilion.
Brooks Pavilion as well, eh?
8 years
Brooks.
of my life. Yeah, it was great fun. 8
years? Was it 8 years, eh?
Yeah.
Oh my word. I mean, a lot of people went through that club. It's have moments of ebb and flow, I'm sure. Somebody said she met her husband here 23 years ago at Indigo, so
Not
beach
my fault.
schnapps.
Not my
Dave Larrington saying Indigo's foam parties. Oh my word. Foam parties. Seriously?
Yeah, we used to pick up so much jewelry after the night, you know. But really,
Oh man, I was a coffee attack. Tell me the from behind the scenes, Duncan and Shane, from behind the scenes, what do you guys know that people out there wouldn't about the DJ? Give me some of those nuggets.
if you wrote a book, it would be.
What do you see?
Change the names.
And places.
No, I mean things that go wrong behind the scenes.
Nude girls to Carl Cox to fashion dumping girls in foam.
You said enough. You said enough. You said enough.
Sit down.
Oh, come on. Funny story, Duncan. I want a funny story.
We asked us for a song one night, and NF and myself looked at her and said, sorry, and we just put her upside down in the foam machine, and all his legs were kicking.
One story that always comes to mind. I think it was Carl Cox at Indigo's. Was it Indigo's at that time?
Pig was
You
torched
know,
in the mouth.
this massive international DJ, best and still is, and a packed club, and this guy coming out after his set, sweating crazy, like bullets, crazy, man, coming into the back area and just grabbing this cloth, this dirty cloth, sitting on a piece of dirty old wood in the back courtyard of the DJ box, and wiping his face with it, and just showing us how down to earth this megastar DJ is. That I don't know.
Very short guy. Beer crates. Very short guy.
I don't know. One of
He
those
was in there, sweating it out.
Yeah, but you know, just the fact that he grabbed this old cloth.
Like
I didn't ask for this, like I don't know, manicured. Or I don't know
Whatever it was.
Just he would wipe his face with it. For 20 years, you know, and just like that.
Well, you didn't know that. Now you're telling him.
You know, hey, talk about the 80s party at that Jolin. I can't remember. We did a fundraiser.
Limelight?
No. It was at that place near the law courts. Jason.
Tonight.
No, the Morphe Club. What's it?
Can't say that on here.
We'll blank that out.
No, slow down, Padre.
It was so loud.
Aqua. It's Aqua.
There was
No, we did an 80s party at Aqua.
Okay, all right.
It was an animal welfare fundraiser, and we had a couple of all the old boys together. We played 80s tunes.
Yes.
And it was a fantastic evening.
Lovely.
It was great. It was awesome.
They had some serious jaws there.
No.
Oh, Shine Eye. Were any of you DJing at Shine Eye?
No, that was Munsey's territory.
Munsey.
Munro Munich. Munsey, yeah.
Okay, Munsey, okay.
Munro and
It's more of a...
At Shine Eye.
That's correct,
And,
yeah. Bimo.
we gave Tim...
Munsey.
Oh, he gave...
Yeah.
Somebody was saying he gave Tim an old Lenko the other day. And it's now Justin, if you gave him a Lenko, he loves those Lenkos, I know, and he'll fix it up beautifully for you, man. He does. Tim Hopwood has done this. He's doing this wood around. He loves.
No, I've seen them. They look amazing.
He loves anything that's beautiful like that, and he takes such care in it. Olga Roll says she fell off a stage in the 80s party once. Club here, remember here? That was in Havelock Street, or?
Yeah, wasn't that Dave McGowan?
Yeah. Yes, Dave McGowan. That's it. That was it.
Yeah.
Was that before D&E?
Yes.
Way before. I think it was. Yeah.
I think wasn't that the old Leachy Gardens?
No, I don't think here was. No, maybe you can tell us where. I thought it was in. It wasn't Parliament Street. It was actually. Havelock, I think. Wasn't it 52? 52 Havelock or?
No, you're right.
There you go. It was Parliament. Okay. So Dave says it was Parliament. I think Dave may be right. I don't know. 52 was it 58 Havelock? 52 Havelock?
52.
No, it was straight down.
Yeah. Was that was also like a dance thing eventually as well, I think.
I can remember the venue. I don't know the address. It had like a surround area. The dance floor was dropped in the center. That was from what I remember.
Like one of those 70s sunken lounges where you have a fondue in the middle. Oh man! And a club under the Campanile. Was there a club there? He was.
Maybe in Craig's era.
Maybe that
Trax was next to the Campanile.
That's exactly where it was. Trax. Yeah, that was Tues and Trax.
Yeah.
Dang, I missed this one. God damn it, says Greg.
Catch you on the rewind.
52 Parliament. Thank you, Matt Horton. I thought it was 52, but I couldn't remember it was 52. No one remembers 52. That's because Graham's back. He's brought you. He's bringing some more drinks. Graham, thanks, man. Bring us some as well. We're running out here too.
Running a bit low. Running a bit low.
Oh my soul. Okay, well we need a story from Sonic Youth days. Any stories you remember that you can give us before we say goodbye to you guys? Because we can't stay here all bloody night.
Yeah, no, we get a long time. It was the night where Craig and myself were supposed to go and do a set on a Friday night. We did.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to meet your prospective wives, girlfriends, whatever, families, Cadillac Jacks before it became the Jaw on a Sunday at 12. We rocked up there at 3 in the same clothes as Friday night. A little bit under the weather and told prospectively to go home and wash ourselves up. The same headphones, the Sennheisers as we had then.
Yes. Duncan got a good memory because he seems to remember all this stuff here. From CJ's all the way through. It's just like a ridiculous amount of stuff. I can't even. It's like goes right up to 2010 onwards. Crisp, Hort, and Red are married. Red mutters retirement, and Craig and I have been resident DJ at the Plantation in the Boma. Is it the Plantation in the Boma? Is that going?
Sarah, yeah. Craig is the institution there.
Yeah.
All right, at the Boma. It was Pringles one originally, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But that's a beautiful venue as well.
That is awesome, It's been
and the tents. They got the tent. Wasn't it Moroccan moves there? So
it's like an African vibe.
Yeah, very
African vibe. Yeah,
and so,
that's awesome.
and weddings and stuff you do there as well. Get that. Have you got the sound set up there too?
No, going well. Running obviously the wedding side and the corporate side, but corporate side at this point in time not really happening. Obviously with the whole COVID story going on.
Yeah.
But weddings, thankfully, are coming back in.
Okay, now Oaks, before you bugger off now, before you cause too much cuck with us. like an old couple. Oh, guys, before you go, are you guys going to have a reunion gig? Are we going to do a fat party when the time comes?
We're going to call it the Enjoy Yourself Party. Yeah.
How original! Did your waitress back? Thanks, Graham. Graham, we love you, Graham. We love you.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wait, rattle and hum, Dukes, Beats. I don't remember Dukes and Beats.
Lilies.
I remember
Dukes. Remember Rattle and Hum.
Times Cafe, Cagney's. Oh yeah,
Cagney's was an institution.
Wow, Cliffy Francis.
Yes.
Somebody tag Cliffy here. He's an institution himself here in this town.
Yes.
Amazing. And see, Lee Heasley, who remembers the Blues Cafe? Yeah, that was just after Pizza Palace, huh?
Yeah.
Blues Cafe.
What about
Tues saying it worked across the road.
What about my good friend Jeff Good? When last year my
Jeff Good?
You're embarrassed.
I haven't heard from him for ages. Jeff was played with the Tank and with Sandy Robbie.
That's
He was
right.
amazing.
Yeah.
Somebody can tag Sandy as well. Amazing. Graham. Graham, you're a legend. Justin Lawrence, when are you going to do the reunion? So he's saying when? I think you probably have to, as soon as that first third wave story pokes its head out. What about a beach party, saying Philippa? I don't know if I think generally clubs are made by the fact that, do you think it's because of the fact that there's so many people crammed in?
No, it's the music and the vibe.
No, I think it's about you can recreate that. I mean, you can.
And faces.
Yeah. I definitely think we need to have a bit of a jaw for the bullies.
Absolutely.
Get the old peeps off the couch and.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. I think you need to make some sort of group. I don't know what it means to make a group, and we'll get all these oaks onto it. And post the name of the group in the thing, and we'll.
We're banned from music trivia.
No, we're not allowed. Yeah.
No, we're not allowed to
music
play.
trivia. Not allowed to do it because you're so good.
Correct.
Have you been banned?
Yes, banned. Yeah, they're banned. Supersport bar opposite the Paxton. See, that was a Jacques Arends as well. How's it, Jacques? And Brett Michelin.
Brett's my cousin up in Derbs.
Oh,
Belito.
When you're going to Belito, then you've got to get up there sometime. God, and you say and fish up there. I say and fish. Algarve, another 80s party. Shall we do one?
It's coming.
I'm there like a bear.
It's coming.
Good
I'm
one,
dressed in my Adam and the Ants outfit, and you played Adam and the Ants for me, and I danced. Everybody else left the dance floor. I love it. I love Adam and the Ants. Duncan cheats at music trivia, you bastard. Who's the chicken man at Belize? Who's the chicken man?
These, I don't know.
Under yours.
Or is that the name of the song? The Post-Sonics. Craig Seal. No ways. It's Sonic. That's it. It's just called Sonic. You don't hear the dogs barking. Oh, no,
you don't.
my dogs. I don't know.
It's
Guys,
sleeping dogs now.
Guys, we're gonna kick you off now because you've got drunk enough and you can go and sober up while you watch from backstage. And tell your waiter we absolutely love him. We wish he was here.
Ciao, guys.
You'll send the waiter.
Hey, the waiter. Ciao, Graham. We love you, man. We're gonna give you a job. We're gonna give you a job here, Graham. We're gonna give you a job to come fill us up. Thanks, guys. We're gonna take you off now. Cheers, because we're getting to the end of the show. A couple of questions. I'm gonna do a couple of rapid fire questions. Oh, here we go. Rapid fire questions.
20 questions.
Yeah, 20 questions. Yeah. All right. Where are you not welcome anymore?
Cheap as lots of places.
Okay, your favorite TV series you've ever watched?
Not big on TV.
Not big on TV. Don't like TV.
No.
Netflix.
Maybe Blacklist. Okay.
Okay. Blacklist. Okay, good. What awful movie do you love?
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, it's a good one. Good. I like it. Who's your go-to band when you can't decide on anything to listen to?
Yo. Too many. I would say probably. Sure. No, too many. Got answer.
So, you like Talking Heads? A bit of
no, listen to
rock.
them all. Listen to them.
So much. Okay. Being a DJ, it's a difficult question because you listen to so much stuff.
I like literally love so much music now to try and decide.
Which between. What's your preferred genre? If you're sitting best waiter ever there, say Vanessa. ABBA.
New. new.
Oh no. Okay. Any song. So let's say you have to answer it. So let's say 80s, 70s, 60s, or 90s.
In terms of what?
So you're like your favorite one.
80s.
80s.
Yeah.
80s. Amazing. Actually, 81 to 84. The best ever. 81 to 84. There's so much stuff in there. There's so much.
I did a printout the other day and I looked at the exactly same what you're saying. Looked at the hits between that time and it's like loaded, and they're still playing now.
Yeah. Okay, so they say that we're going to do this reunion. We're going to do this reunion. We're going to have a jaw because everybody's been in this COVID crap for too long. Absolutely, Jason. We're in with you.
We're in. We're good to go.
We're good to go. What about the opposite sex confuses you the most?
Say that again.
The opposite. What about the opposite sex confuses you the most?
Indecision.
Okay. Your first celebrity crush. Who did you like when you were?
Can it be a male?
It's been male before. Yes. Celebrity crush.
These are hard questions.
Yeah, mine was Debbie Harry. I remember that. Debbie Harry.
No.
First poster on your wall.
Definitely wasn't Tina Turner.
Don't like Tina Turner. She's quite. She's strong, but she's got a strong voice. I suppose that's why.
No, not sure about that.
No, sorry. Okay, pass on that one. What is your kryptonite? What makes you weak?
Yo.
Okay.
I reckon. Animal issues.
Okay. Yeah.
unfairnesses and
Carol Ann Keller is going to. You've just got a friend for life. Is there a cause that's important to you?
Lots. Oh, jeepers. Obviously, all causes to do with animals and to do with environment and to do with
You're quite a greenie.
and
You're quite a greenie.
Yeah, I am a greenie to a certain degree. Yeah. Well, you want to look after the place for the kids going forward.
Indeed, absolutely. What's your favourite game or sport to watch or play?
Quite a couple again, but very involved in life saving.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I would say I'd go with the life saving.
Life saving,
I think.
nice.
Yeah.
Your nickname? Okay, Pig.
We didn't get that earlier.
Yeah. Pig, and it was because you had a pig, didn't you?
No, we didn't. We had a dog that behaved like a pig.
I thought just push the thing there. No, it's on, not on there. It's actually on the atom. Just push that still, the still on the atom. Okay. There's the little button there with the media button. If you can get it, I think it's on there. It's right on there. Let me say, come on, I'll see you. Yeah, this one. This one, yeah.
Bing!
Dang! What is that? What is that?
That is me being the pig whisperer. Looking after a friend's teacup pig.
Oh, right, yes.
Which then became a full-size pig.
Really?
Even bigger than me.
Oh, there we go.
If that's possible.
Nippers. Somebody's saying nippers. Nippers there. The longest you've ever gone without sleep?
Sure. Must be at least 3 or 4 days.
Really?
Mm. I think the worst was when we did, and there were a couple of guys that worked with me, when we did the Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
At Brooks Pavilion.
Okay.
And we just had to kind of just make stuff happen endlessly. I think Richard Saunders was there. I know Vinnie Chambers was there. And we just had to... No, it was insane. It was insane. It was insane.
Staying awake. Okay. What makes your eyes roll back every time you hear it?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, I'm with you. Everybody says, it's social distancing. I don't want to ever hear the words social distancing again in my freaking life. I'm so...
Even better still, or worse still, the new normal.
The new normal. Yes, you've got to see that it's the new normal now.
No. Not doing it.
Also, I'm with you. Where's your go-to restaurant for amazing food?
Sure, depends what you want. But I'll tell you what, I would go with, we don't have one in PE yet.
Yeah.
I'd go with Mozambique.
Oh, nice. Okay. Get one. Somebody, come on, get them to get to Mozambique.
Nudge, wink, cuz.
Get them in.
Need a Mozambique in PE.
I see Wendy Tompkins says she was the Nipper secretary for a while. Craig is passionate about life-saving and beach life. That's Greg saying that you're passionate about that. Nippers. So you can do the nippers, eh?
Yeah.
So that's a little passion of yours. Okay.
No greater good you can do than to save another man's life.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm very passionate about life saving and love it. Love the people. Love the drive. It's like a big family.
It's
like a big family. It's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Okay, well, final question. I always do. What I always do is I ask normally the musos as well. Your worst gig ever? Like there's something a story where something's gone wrong completely. You know, there's normally so many of them.
No, there are.
Like a really crap gig.
No, there have been. There've been. I'm just trying to think back now. There have been a lot of occasions where things have gone wrong.
Yeah.
But you've made a plan. And you fixed it.
Yes.
A lot of the time, nothing that you've done wrong to cause the situation.
Yeah.
I can't think of one offhand.
Yeah. Well, one
I can think of a story.
Yes.
And I'm going to pull in one or two mates.
Okay, do it.
We were at it was a rave gig in one of the venues.
Yeah.
I think at that stage it was I think it might have been Oxide, which is a venue in Chapel Street.
Okay, yeah.
And we had a major blackout. Something had shorted, and now the building is like nooks and crannies. You got 1,000 people in there.
Yo!
A possible disaster situation. And at that stage, working with man I trust endlessly in terms of sound, electricity, and Vinnie Chambers.
Yeah.
And we're out with the torches and we're running. We're trying to find
in your mouth. Torch in
your
your mouth.
Actually, the quick story. The mag light at one stage came out with something called a fishtail.
Oh, right.
So you plugged it on the back of the light and you put it in your mouth and you bit it.
Yes.
And then you didn't have to have a torch in your head. And you could see what's happening.
Yes. Okay.
And we found the problem, but didn't have the right tools with us. So here's Vinny at this board with 3-phase everywhere.
Oh my word.
And he's getting stuck into this with a Leatherman, which is uninsulated. Standing behind him is an electrician saying, "Nee man, nee, jy kan nie so maak nie. Jy's fucking mal." Needless to say, Vinny's carrying on, he's sorting this out, but his watch touches something live. There goes Vinny down the passage. Bang!
Yes!
But he's back at the board with the smoke coming out of his ponytail. He's rewiring the board and...
got it back again.
Back up and off we went.
Holy mackerel.
Closest to disaster ever.
Also to death, yeah.
Closest ever.
Oh, magic. Craig Hort, what a pleasure to have you on, and your family is out here tonight. I mean, it's been amazing. We've got a competition that we do now. We play a song on the drums. I play a song. I've chosen a song that I'm sure you guys played as Sonic Youth. So it'll give you a clue as to the time period we're looking at. So I'm going to do the song. Whoever guesses it first, the name of the song and the artist in the comments. It has to be in the same comment as well. I'm going to be strict because there's a lot of oaks online tonight. So thanks for the memories, Craig. It was cool. So much fun.
Pleasure.
It was fantastic. And thanks to all of the guys that contributed as well. And thanks to Duncan and Shane for causing cuck. And the waiter, Graham, you're a legend. Duncan loves you to bits, my man. I don't have to tell you that.
Solid.
He's solid. And he was scrounging and searching for oaks to get videos and stuff. So thank you to Dunks for doing that too.
Shot, bro.
Johan Starts, thank you, man. And Tippin, my dear, lovely Tippin, I love you as well. Fantastic. Tippin, I met while she was still at school. We did a Rolling Stones show, and she was one of the crazy Rebek girls that tore down the curtains to get to the stage. Oh my word. So we're going to do the compo now. You better stick your headphones in because it gets loud in here. Not that your ears are not used to loud volumes. I'm going to switch off these mics and get my mic back. Thank you very much, Craig, for coming on. Been fantastic to have you here. And I hope that this COVID thing ends soon. And I can't wait for that reunion, Joel.
I'm looking forward to it. Awesome. Thanks.
All right, so we're in. The drum cam is in. I want the name of the song and the name of the song and the artist together. I'm just gonna see if I can just do this as well while we're here. Okay, there we go. And we must take this out. Like that. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna play drums to it. I want to know. Okay, hit it. You can hit it so long. You can hit it so long. Here we go. Are you ready? We do indeed have a winner, and it is Tippin. The show is over, and it's time to say goodbye. All right. Talking Heads, Psycho Killer, thank you very much. Switch to camera number 1 again. There we go. That's better. All right, thank you to Craig. Thank you so much for being here. Fantastic. And look out for that reunion gig on Saturday at Gino's spot. On Saturday, we have Nicola Smith from Amoga. She is an amazing entrepreneur. You got to hear what her story is. She's got an incredible story. Thank you to Spa. Thank you to Fitch and Leeds. And thank you to Amovia for our internet. And we'll see you again on Saturday. All right.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. One drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino's shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and